Ha ha ha. Okay, so it was just the fact that it was having issues. Awesome.
Exciting.
Great. Wow, it looks so nice.
Yay!
Still needs work. I'm just
Cat
gonna move things as we're hanging out here.
Oh, it looks great. All right. This is lovely.
It could look better.
It as it is right now.
Yeah.
Hello, friends. Sorry for the late start. As
Howdy.
always, we're trying to make improvements to the stream, or Vinny's trying to make improvements to the stream, and OBS is like, hey, let me just be a pain in the butt. So apologies for the late start.
Just fucking
It
my
is
day
what
up.
it is.
Yeah. Just fucking
Immediate catch.
my day
Yes.
up. Can someone check stream audio just to make sure it's coming out okay? It should be fine from what I'm seeing, but whoever knows.
Sounds good to me.
This is my cat. Her name is Kitty.
Fine to me.
Hello, kitty.
Her full name is Katarina because she's a princess.
I love it.
that.
That is great. That is quality content.
Thank you.
Just because I've been trying all this stuff, I'm gonna try one more thing while we're here. Because, like, what's the worst that could happen, right?
That is a
Over
dangerous
Katarina
thing
for a
to
second.
say.
It is a dangerous thing to say, but we're gonna see.
Just gonna obsess over Katarina.
She's purring right now.
The name is so good.
Thank you.
It's so good. I thought you were joking when you said her name was Kitty, and I was like, wow, okay, I mean, that's an easy name to remember, and then you tell me her name is Katarina!
Well, we call her Kitty.
I know!
And, like, the reason is because when I got her, I rescued her, and it was, like, unexpected that we got her. So we just started calling her Kitty, and then she started answering to it, and it just kind of stuck. And I think Kitty's a good short name for Katarina.
That is pretty great.
This is fine.
One of my best friends in high school inherited a dog from her uncle that went into hospice, and the uncle was just like, I'm gonna be the worst and name this dog Kitty.
I had a neighbor with a dog named Kitty. It was a big Great Dane. She was adorable.
She was a Pomeranian and chose one person to, like, love and would attack everyone else. So I would have to throw a treat and then immediately sprint across the house so she wouldn't bite my ankles. It was bad.
That's too intensive. We're not gonna do that for now. Cool. I'm happy with this for now. We will adjust as needed, and maybe I'll make adjustments when it's not Sunday. I don't know.
Yeah.
One day, we'll give it a shot.
What, Vinny, I'm free Wednesday when you want to mess around with shit.
Hell yeah. Hi guys. Hi anyone who's showing up right now. Thanks for coming, either your first time or your second time. If you were here for our last VOD that did not get D'd or VO'd. I don't know the correct terminology for that. But yeah, we honestly, unfortunately, our first session, which I'm gonna just call it 0.5, did not get saved because I'm an idiot and no other real reason. Also, for some reason,
not.
I'm not an idiot. Twitch's settings are dumb.
Which
That's
is
why.
ridiculous.
I don't know why
Yes.
Twitch doesn't have it automatically save VODs. I don't know why that wouldn't be the thing that's auto from the start, but apparently
Right.
it's not.
It's not.
So we did miss the first session. I'm going to say a little more before we get started with that, but we're going to have a reading of most of the info that happened last time. But before we get into that, hi, welcome to Light Arc. It is one of potentially 6, potentially up to 9 arcs that I have planned for a campaign called Vagari that has a bunch of small segments that will hopefully coalesce into a one wonderful nugget of probably real hell for my players by the end of it all, but it's fine. I am Vinny.
I'm in danger.
Yeah, a lot of people are. I'm Vinny, or Vander. I am the DM. I play everybody that's not played by the other people that have portraits up right now. I have been making this for a while. This is the first time we are streaming one of these arcs. The rest are going to be put up in podcast form whenever I also stop being lazy with that too. I need to just stop being lazy. It's a problem. I have ADHD freeze. But besides that, we also have our links to our stuff for us individually on Instagram, where then you can find us all over other social medias if you feel like it. But I'm Vinny/Vander, and again, I'm playing everybody else. I'm going to pass it over, and we're just going to introduce everybody real quick. Mel, you're right above me. You can go next. You're muted. Okay, there we go. No, you're fine.
Am I really? I'm not muted.
Not now.
God damn it. All right. Hello, I'm Mel. I've been one of Vinny's victims for like 3 years now. Don't me, okay? You can find me on most socials as Mellowette, which is spelled like mellow, subtract the W, add like etiquette, and you'll find me. Add an underscore for Twitch, same shit. I play Kanitae Baequiundilin, our party's Lord Bard. Do you want me to pick who goes next, or?
I mean, it's probably easier if we just go clockwise, but it's up to you.
All right. Rach, you're up.
Oh, that's
wait,
me.
I went the opposite way, but whatever, go.
Okay. Hi, my name is Rachel. I play Temerity Serechor, the Tiefling Warlock. This is my first game in under Vinny's tutelage, and I'm super excited to be here.
That was an interesting thing to call it. Don't know how I feel about
Your
that.
tutelage.
You can pick your next victim, whoever you want.
Oh, Corinne, go for it.
Oh, hello. Hi, my name is Corinne. I have played with Vinny in one other campaign and various other one-shots, so this is great. I'm very excited to be here. I guess social handles, you can find me at Corinne M. Wolf on Instagram. I think you can see it on stream. It's fairly straightforward. I'm also Purple Wolf Girl in Twitch chat and Purple Wolf a bunch of other places because I did not keep any of my socials consistent. And tonight I will be playing Ethel Moonshade, who is a cleric of Selune for this party.
Nice.
I mean, a cleric of Selune in general, but, Nova.
We got it. You got there.
I moonlight as a fighter.
Last intro.
Alright, I'm Nova, or Locomania22 on pretty much most social media. I've kept that consistent since 7th grade, and there's no going back now. I play our party's big buff barbarian wizard, Asunar Keyrel, and yeah, she's my baby. I love her.
Nice. As I finish basically putting nameplates on here so everyone gets their proper call-outs for their info, I think who agreed to be the victim for the reading? Mel, you can't agree to be the victim and then blame me.
Listen, I'm just still emotionally damaged from Avernus ending, okay? I don't know what you want from me.
Emotional damage.
Yep. Okay.
We like memes on TikTok around here.
Yeah. I actually post a lot of TikToks of Kanitae. I did a bunch in December. Anyway, I'm going to go through the recap. So, we begin our story. What?
Before we start with that, we are about to do literally a full recap of what Session 1 was. Session 0.5, as I, again, will continue to call it. So, bear with us for about a couple minutes as we give you the correct information that should have already existed, but life sucks sometimes.
Life doesn't suck, it's just and website that shall not be named.
You are good now, Mel.
We begin our story in the city of Wishfall, the Sun Star, the floating city that coasts along above the surface of the world, made of star metal. Star metal is a Damascus steel-like material. That's a mouthful. And the city mainly has denizens that are of Asunar, Goblinoid, and other homebrew races and descent. It's a very diverse city overall. Currently, we are participating in the Winter Solstice Festival, one of the main 8 festivals that takes place in Wishfall. it's magical and whimsical, and all sorts of fun things are happening. But we cut to the future just a little bit. Our party members find themselves in a sort of library-like location. I'm just going to use the word location. And one by one, or in Asunar and Kanitae's case, in a pair, are called in for questioning with Detective Mogan. A very stern expression, ASMR man with slick hair and a very clean uniform. Each party member is asked to give testimony of where they were during the Solstice Festival, and are questioned by a woman with long blonde hair, seemingly taking notes with a Kenku named Reverb, who is also observing.
Sorry, it's mostly from my perspective.
No, that's fine. So Temerity is first to be questioned, and after attempting to sell some under-eye serum, explains that he had been taking part in various activities, such as dodging Erdrick Alpalin Thorn at a street banner making booth. Explains taking a trip up to the dunk tank area where local lawyers were partaking in being dunked. Temerity also sold a handkerchief of strength to a group of teenagers, and the teens used the handkerchief to try to dunk one of the lawyers and accidentally hit him in the head instead.
Alright, he deserved it.
Yeah, he kind of deserved it. He was a bit of a hard ass. Meanwhile, Kanitae and Asunar are...
Sorry, that sentence was poorly.
That's okay.
Poor grammar.
Meanwhile, Kanitae and Asunar explain that they are taking part in the festival and enjoying their time. Asunar believes herself to be taking part in a pie eating contest, but really it was the pie contest for the local orphanage, if memory serves correct. And it was to be judged shortly, and instead Asunar ate all of the pies, and was later grilled for her opinion on who was the winner of the contest. It was very, very good.
She's sweet and she eat.
Yep. Meanwhile, Kanitae was just kind of minding her own business, doing a little bit of busking, at some point accompanying a homeless individual who was also trying to recite sonnets for some coin, give him like a little bump. They also partook in some of the games, one of them being hosted by a tiefling named Tungsten with a rose gold imp nearby. And they tried to play Whack-A-Worm and aren't exactly very successful. But she does win a bounty ball for her prize.
You have to read that one verbatim.
Which one verbatim?
The right after the bouncy ball for her prize.
Fine. Asunar manages to house 20 pies, barely finishing the last one, which is banana cream, while Kanitae plays hype man from the sidelines.
Thank you.
As she should. As she is one to do. We then take time to interrogate Ethel, Moonshade. Where she explains her take on the day's events. Her and her fiance Walter went to turn in their pies for the pie baking contest, and the enjoyment of the related antics that occurred. Ethel butts heads at the competition with her rival, who, if memory serves right, her name is Judy. Before Walter requests that they go elsewhere and enjoy the festival, preferably the three-legged race. Later on in the day, there's also a beauty pageant, which Temerity takes part in, and is witnessed by several of the party members. Temerity, of course, knocks it out of the park and takes the cake, so to speak.
All the doubloons.
Well, I believe I don't. What was Temerity's talent? What did he do?
Oh, I did a sexy chair dance.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So he took the cake while shaking his cake. Okay.
Yeah. I had my cake and I ate it too.
Yes, exactly. Eventually, we're enjoying some of the other activities. Kanitae and Ethel, who at one point adventured together, reunite by accident at the three-legged race. And it comes time for the final performance of the night to take place with the star of the star. I don't believe that's his actual title, but his name's Aster Montego, and he's a pretentious douchebag. At least 3/4 of the party doesn't like him already.
Who did we compare him to?
I don't recall, unfortunately.
I'll have to remember.
So, while Kanitae is busy socializing with Temerity and his group of folk from the
Jewel
cabaret spot, the Jeweled Chalice, thank you, and brainstorming ways to just totally throw Aster off his rhythm.
Including when you turned yourself into a caricature of him,
Yes.
including a bubble
with a giant
booty.
head, yeah, and a bubble butt, yep. There's a pre-show being performed by someone named Pandora, who transforms shapes with a bunch of glitter around her feet as she is clearly showing off all of her talents, thinking this is going to be her big break. We move on to the main event. Aster Montego, the Star Goblin, takes stage with blue skin, light blue hair, and glittering fingernails. Where Kanitae immediately disguises herself to make a caricature of Aster, and because Aster is a small goblinoid man, she decides to give herself a giant head and a teeny tiny body with a bubble butt to make fun of him. Temerity does some 150% over the top, Vogue-esque dancing in imitation of Aster, while Asunar attempts to direct light into his eyes. The musical performance begins, and about a good 30 seconds pass into the show before Aster notices the distraction and totally bombs his performance. While he's attempting to recover, Pandora's head is suddenly cut off by a shadowy figure with a scimitar and a warhammer wielded. And it rolls across the stage, shocking Aster and the entire crowd. And that is where we left off, and where our story officially begins.
Back to the present. Doodaloo, doodaloo, doodaloo.
Did you just doodaloo?
You did.
Yes, I did.
Thank you.
Fantastic. Yeah, that is... I needed water. That is where we are picking up. So, I mean, you all are in the crowd, and as that happens, it takes a few moments for normal people to just react to it. Cause commoners are just oh, this is supposed to be a weird part of the show or something. But Aster Montego begins freaking out himself because a person was just beheaded on stage with him. So in disgust, kind of just recoiling from it. And he's like, look at Pandy? Pandy? What? And it's just looking around in confusion. I gave you guys a little extra info last time, but I would like you all to make perception checks to see if you guys do see what happened.
Ooh.
I like the closed caption corrected Pandy to Panty.
Yeah. The captions do their best.
They got it right that
You said
time.
perception, right, Vinny?
I
Oh,
did say
okay.
perception.
It's 11.
Ooh,
I rolled
yeah.
a 4, but my perception's a +7.
17.
Yeah.
I also rolled
a
a 17.
I have a 23.
What the fuck,
Nice.
dude?
I rolled an 18 and have +5, so
Damn.
What did Ethel also have? I did not hear that one.
17.
17. All right, so 2 17s and 11 was Kanitae's.
And my passive perception is a 17. It's an insult.
So, Kanitae, you don't happen to notice anything in particular going on. Asunar, you see the whole thing, which is considering your eyesight. Out of curiosity, just because we didn't cover it, because you are a Drorc, a drow orc, what is your dark vision eyesight? Is it 60 feet, or did you take 120 feet? Did you just put half orc, or or did you make any adjustments after that?
I didn't make any adjustments because D&D Beyond I'm still very new at using, so my dark vision is only at 60 feet. Should I switch that to 120?
Yeah, I think that's fair. If you have drow capabilities, you could probably say 120 is for you, which I think fits with the role that you just got anyways. Is that you the biggest issue most people are having is that this humanoid creature that just did this, looks like they're made of shadow anyways. So against the dark background, even though everything is very lit up, like in the shadows, it is hard to see anything besides like a quick slash. You're able to at least see the details of the fact that not only was this person either in dark clothing or something, this person like looks like they were made of darkness. So you are able to see that. 2 17s, you're able to see right before the head slash happens. You see a figure. You don't see as clear of detail as Asunar does, but you do see that there is a figure there. Right before the head, one hand slices, the other hand croquet mallets it towards the front of the stage. And quickly on stage and behind, backstage, all around the top half of the stage, you see commotion begins. The lights stay on to allow people ways to get around, but like whoever is backstage, extra dancers, like bouncers, whoever else is there, quickly trying to run down whoever this person is. You guys are just currently in the crowd. What do you four do?
2 questions.
Sure.
Okay. Do I see a figure at all?
No, not with an 11.
God damn it. Okay. And I'm trying to remember how far away we are from the stage. I think we were, what?
You guys got pretty close because you wanted him to see.
We wanted Astar to get distracted, so I feel like we were like, what, like somewhere between 30 and 60 feet away? I don't remember the exact number.
You were close. You were in the first, like, bit. Like, for someone to see you while being on stage, you got to be pretty close. So
I feel like Kanitae is gonna run up to the stage. Because like you just see a head roll across and Aster starts freaking out. At first it's funny. And then it's like, oh shit. Una, let's go. And starts running towards the stage.
Is Una a nickname?
For Asunar, yeah.
Yeah. Okay, do I throw you? Do you need to be on the stage? Because
Yeah, sure, give me a boost, let's go.
Okay, I hoist them or throw. I feel like
cheerleader style throw.
Yes, exactly that. I'm rolling a strength save for that, or
you're rolling an athletics check. You're
athletics.
Nobody tosses the dwarf. We're gonna see what happens here.
Do I do acrobatics or
no? You have
no.
So you know what? Roll acrobatics. After we see what Asunar does.
Okay, fine.
If it's bad enough, it'll see.
Okay, 17 plus 4, that's 21.
21, cool.
So I get you on the stage.
You begin the tossing process, and because it's over 20, new character names. Sorry, I'm so used to Bliss that this is like throwing me the hell off.
Don't screw this up on Friday.
I
know. Kanitae,
Bliss can still be here.
In spirit.
Bliss is in my heart, okay? Oh my god.
That's funny.
Anyways.
Bliss, Kanitae, you get tossed up. Roll me an acrobatics check with advantage.
Ooh, yay.
Ethel and Temerity, what, if anything, are you guys doing?
So the figure's gone?
As far as you know, you can like see like it's like someone who just like broke in backstage. You can see the curtains moving as like people are running around to deal with whatever the hell is back there. But you don't know.
So
Okay.
it's we can't see it anymore though.
No, they didn't come out on stage. They took the moment to because the person was close enough, and then yeeted. So
Okay. I'm going to clap my hands together and some golden energy sort of forms between my hands, and then I pull them apart and it forms these like goldeny, like very fluid and loose looking wings as I cast fly on myself.
Ooh.
nice.
And I'm going to fly up to the stage.
All right, and then Ethel, anything for you?
Yeah, I think I'm gonna try to get to Pandora if I can, if she's close enough to me that I can.
You would have to
And I'm
like
going
get on stage and stuff, but you could work your way there for sure.
I would like to do that as quickly as possible so that I can cast Gentle Repose on her
Okay.
body, so that hopefully somebody can bring her back to life fast enough for that.
It's very fair. As you're going, Walter is rolling up his sleeves, and you know that he has like he has the glow in the dark tattoos that are very common here. And he happens to have one magical tattoos. He has one of a sword and a shield, and he just like flicks out his wrist, and the tattoo comes off, and his sword is in his hand as he runs next to you, just keeping an eye on you, making sure you're okay. Kanitae, what did you?
I think it's sexy. Second of all, I got a 16.
I just heard.
It is sexy.
I just heard sexy, but I saw the rest of the
That
statement.
was sexy.
Oh. Yeah, no, the sword effect, sexy as hell. Got a 16 on acrobatics. I'm gonna try to be closer to my mic. I apologize.
No, you're fine.
Was it just
It's
a
not-
sword?
he only took the sword out. He didn't take the shield.
Okay.
Kanitae, you with the 16, you land. You don't hurt yourself. As you and Asunar have probably done at least once or twice before. This works. Y'all are fine. You're on stage. Temerity is like not far away, probably ahead of you because 60 foot of flying speed with fly. Asunar, you're still not on stage yet, and like most people are like backing up because they're scared. So Ethel, you're able to make your way through and at least get up to like where Asunar is. Walter is with you. Scarlet, like Bree, the other people from the cabaret, they don't want a part of this. They're backing the hell away.
Yeah, of course.
That's valid.
So Kanitae and Temerity, you guys can do whatever you'd like first because you guys are already on stage.
Jen. Who else is on stage besides Aster? I know Pandora was up there. There was, I think, like 2 other people.
Yeah, there were 2 backup dancers for this specific part. One was Pandy. The other one is still up there. Get the name because I have so many names. Tobin is the other one.
Tobin?
Tobin.
Tobin?
Yep.
Okay.
They are a dwarf. And they are also just backing up. They are this is not a comfy situation.
Right. I'm gonna approach Tobin and just very quickly ask, did you see who did it and did you see which way they went?
And like just eventually just points backstage right, but like nothing more specific than that. Just
bolt for stage right.
Temerity, what are you up to?
Are there any like guards around?
As you are like flying over, you are hearing what sounds like a scuffle in the back, and you are seeing what appear to be like bouncers from the side that are like starting to come on stage and like see what's going on. They all look confused. This was not what they were hoping to do tonight. There are some. They did not seem to be very effective at whatever they were doing beforehand.
Can you elaborate on what you mean by I heard a scuffle in backstage?
Like people like again, like if there was just like a curtain behind for the stage, you're hearing what's probably stage hands, audio visual
Not
technical
like
people.
clanging of swords and fighting and shit. Right?
You are hearing some people in pain. You are not hearing clashing of steel. You're hearing a very one-sided fight going on.
Okay, and one last question before I act.
What's up?
What's Aster doing?
Aster currently like backing away in like fear and confusion. Same as like most other people are.
Okay. All right, I am going to fly down to Aster. And what I want to do is I want to pick him up and bring him to one of the bouncers or a guard.
Okay. Easy enough. What is your charisma score?
Very good. 20.
Oh yeah, I forgot 2 of you are maxed, or maybe 3 of you have a max stat. Yeah. He like immediately like first for a second tries to push you away out of just like fear of a random person coming up to him in this moment.
I'm like, oh baby, don't fight it. It's okay.
But like sees that you are obviously not whatever was going on. It's like, thank you, thank you, and lets you scoop him up and supplant him somewhere else.
Okay. I just want to bring him over to one of the bouncers and like look him in the eye and be very serious. One might say intimidating, and be like, you need to watch him. Don't let him out of your sight. I have to go. You're gonna do it, okay?
You are welcome to roll a check, but I mean, this person's job is to watch Hester anyways, so you have a good understanding that probably going to get watched. But if you'd like to roll to see how well he is watched,
23.
Yeah, no, yeah, 100%. You see a Goliath folk who's just like, yeah.
It's like that scene from SpongeBob where like SpongeBob and Patrick's eyes come out and they're like rubbing on shit.
To double check. Just
you never seen that scene? Okay,
I remember that. I remember that scene.
I'll find the GIF and put it in the notes.
Nice.
They're looking at the treasure map. It's like a really old episode of SpongeBob, and they're like,
there you go.
checking the map.
Yep.
Yeah, exactly.
So
Right.
Thank you.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah, so Kanitae rushes off. Temerity, you drop off Aster and then begin heading off yourself. Asunar and Ethel and Walter, you guys are on the opposite side. You're like, that one gate that stops people from getting on stage, which obviously does not work really well, because 2 people just hopped on there. What are you guys up to, Asunar, Ethel?
Since I actually saw what happened, I am immediately running to stage right, just to like after popping Kanitae on stage, I'm immediately going the opposite way, just being like, gotta go to the I know where he went, or where they went.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, you're able to. It takes you a little bit, but I mean, you're tough. You're bulky. You can get up on stage pretty quickly. Ethel, you're trying to still just get on stage to help out Pandy.
Yes.
Okay. I don't know enough about that spell. Does it help people if their head is removed?
It's not like it's not gonna bring her back to life. All it does is it protects her body from decay and prevents it from becoming undead, and it adds to the duration that somebody could raise her from the dead.
Yes.
So
okay.
it lasts for like 10 days, but I have to be able to touch her to cast the spell on her.
need both pieces.
Well, I was going to. That's what basically I'm like. Well, I guess you could get the head because it rolled to the front of the stage. So like you could
Scoop it up, just run over to the body.
So for the components, it says that a copper piece needs to be placed on each of the corpse's eyes, and they have to stay there for the duration. So I suppose I need the head.
Cool. So it's going to take you probably a couple moments, but we can say you are getting on stage, grabbing the head. Walter sees what you're doing, goes and starts dragging the body over. You guys get it lined up. And we can say you begin casting Gentle Repose. How long does that take, the spell? Is it an action, or...?
It's an action.
Okay, so it's going to take you a few seconds. You're going to be a little behind everybody else, but you'll be able to get this done. All right, so
If you use mending, can you reattach her head to her body? It's less than 5 feet.
We're gonna push the meta to its fucking limit.
I'm just wondering. It's just a
I
suggestion.
mean, you could also firebolt and serrate it. Like, there's a lot of there's a lot of
There's
ways.
some options. We've got options.
Don't mending, but now I want to know.
Just because this was a recent thing that I listened to, mending can only be applied to objects
not
and
organic
not living
materials.
things.
Yeah, not
Damn
organic
it. Okay.
materials.
It was
Actually,
listen, it was worth a suggestion.
I said living things, and technically she's not anymore.
She's technically an object now. That sounds really bad coming out of my mouth.
A little bit, a little awful.
She's dead. It's kind of horrific.
Anyways, so after that, we will say Kanitae, Asunar, Temerity, you guys all make it backstage at roughly the same time. Temerity, you're a little ahead of the game. You currently see that there is apparently another bouncer back here. Doesn't seem seems to just be like a regular human trying to be like, hey man, and you're seeing again the outline, the shape of this thing, and you two see it too when you end up coming back, is of a centaur being. Definitely a creature with 4 legs, elongated center body, all black. It's like static, but if static was just black. No one's. A couple people apparently have tried to hit this person because they're currently down on the ground with like their heads bleeding. And currently with this bouncer is about to do the same thing that was done to Pandora. You see like a scimitar about to go and beginning to wind back with the warhammer as well.
Oh, it looks like it's gonna hit someone.
It's gonna hit the bouncer that's like trying to like stop this person.
Oh, baby. Okay. Oh, jeez. I'm going to cast Mind Sliver on this creature.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not concentration, it's instant. Okay, so Temerity is going to point and like a spike of golden energy yeets from his finger to this creature. Do I have to roll to hit or is it a save?
I think it's a save, but I don't know off the top of my head.
The target must succeed on an intelligence saving throw.
Right.
It's so weird because the last time my other spellcaster is a wild magic sorcerer, so every time I cast a spell I have to roll on the wild magic surge table. So every time I cast a spell I'm like, oh, gotta roll D100.
I mean,
or
you
D20.
You can do it for fun if you want. Cool. As you are doing that, Temerity, Asunar and Kanitae, you guys like pincer it and come back around each different side. And you can see like in the middle and the back where this is going on. You see Temerity in the air with these like, how'd you describe your wings? Golden, or were they just glowing?
Golden.
Golden wings.
Yeah.
What are you two doing as that happens?
So can I see the figure now?
You can see the shape.
The rough shape.
Yeah.
And it's mid swing.
Yeah, it's literally like about to swing onto this individual.
Okay. And sorry, I'm just trying to get this visually in my head. So say Temerity is like up in the air, quote unquote, behind him. Are we you said we're on the opposite side?
Each of you, it sounded like you guys are going up different ways. So right now, currently, Temerity in the air and you guys on each side. You have this person surrounded on 3 points.
Got you. Okay. I'm gonna witch bolt it, the figure.
Okay.
That is a roll on my part.
Cool. And as that's going on, Asunar, what are you thinking as you see this?
I'm gonna take out my trident. How far away are we from the figure
Like
currently?
30 feet.
All right. I'm gonna move my 30 feet and like try to block the weapons coming down.
Okay. Roll me a strength check.
What
So-
spell did you cast, Connie?
Witch Bolt. It's a spell attack, though, and I rolled a nat 1.
Luck
Oh.
point.
Yeah, luck point. Yay.
Yeah, my strength check. That was 6. I rolled a 2.
Nice. You, all these 3 actions happen almost simultaneously. Asunar, you are about to get it, and you're like in the way. You are about to intercept the scimitar. As you do that, the witch bolt that was about to hit this thing just hits your trident and just throws off your handling of about to holding it. Connie just like kind of aims a little too well at a very small target that she wasn't trying to hit. Temerity is still able to get off Mind Sliver though, and the second you cast Mind Sliver, Temerity, this creature, as the blade's about to come down on this person, the entire shadowy shape just disappears.
What the fuck? Okay.
Yeah, Connie just goes, "What in the damn hell?"
Oh, hi, Libra. Thanks for following. Long time no see. I miss you. Sorry.
Reminding me to have this open and viewable. Thank you. Thank you, Libra.
And you too, Perfect Demon. I don't know you, but I miss you.
That's
Also.
it's a perfect username. Okay, I'm done.
Awful. Or
Well,
bad.
I'm done for now.
You're playing a bard.
I
feel
know,
like
exactly.
we
That's why
should
I'm saying I'm
expect
done
you
for
to just
now.
not be done.
We
For now.
can't be that mad about it. You are a bard.
Uh,
It's expected with the territory.
Ethel, as you are like bare minimum like holding this body together and getting this spell off, you're hearing from the back people just being like, "What the fuck?" There's no more like active fighting, but you're just hearing some very confused swearing in the background. You three have this moment where like it pauses. The bouncer, like holding his hands up, just like looks at his hands, being like, "Damn, stronger than I thought." Good job, team. I appreciate your help.
And I'm like, sorry about that. It's been a while since I've had to use Witch Bolt.
I'm gonna go immediately right back to Aster.
As you are heading back to Aster, what are the level duo doing? You, Kanitae, Asunar, sorry.
Why are you calling us low level? I'm confused. I mean, like, we are level 6, but like still.
Lovable, I said.
Oh, I thought.
Aw.
Yeah, I heard low level.
We-
I'm just insulting your levels.
Yeah.
The level that you decided for us to have.
Yeah, I'm just being an ass about it.
Yeah. I kind of just looked to Asunar and I'm like, should we keep looking around for him? Do you think he just like poofed elsewhere, or?
I have no idea.
How did he even do that? Like, was that? Could I make like a retroactive Arcana check?
You can make an Arcana check, and
Okay.
Asunar, if you want to make a history check. As that's going on, Temerity, you come up to Aster. Aster now has 2 bouncers surrounding him, and they're over off stage, backstage left, and just like 2 people surrounding, just like continuously looking around. One of the bouncers, the one that you talked to, or the Goliath, like looks at you coming over, and is like, "Thumbs up, good, we good? Yep, say."
Yeah, I won't like fly up to him. I'll like I think I want to imagine like the wings kind of like get a little more transparent, and I sort of Howl's Moving Castle like airwalk onto the ground and then continue walking.
We love a dramatic bitch. Okay.
I am a fucking dramatic bitch. That's my job. I do too much.
That's fair. You come in all majestic. Like, are you doing this backstage, or are you like doing this on stage, coming towards him?
Yeah, on stage coming
Okay,
towards him.
so you make this like very small like appearance on stage as you're like heading off to the other side, and you hear some people like in the crowd who apparently decided to stay and watch the carnage because they're dicks. I was like, ooh, look at that! Who's that?
I need I need like a bumper sticker that says like "Come find me at the Jewel Chalice."
Bumper sticker?
Yeah, a bumper sticker.
You mean
for
a
the
tramp
dump
stamp?
truck? No, for the dump truck.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna agree with
Sorry.
with Mel on that one. Anyways, continue. Yeah, you come back up to Aster, who still looks
Yeah, I'll come
fearful.
up very like non-threateningly because I know like a dancer just got murdered, so I don't want him to think I'm like, all right, I saved you, now I'm gonna kill you. And I go up to him and I was like, all right, are you okay?
Yes, I mean my hair got wrecked during that moment, but where's Pandy? Is she all right?
Don't worry about that. Did you happen to see anything while you were up there? Did you see the creature close up?
No, I heard a thunk that was definitely not part of the routine. Turned around and someone let the body hit the floor. I don't know who. Yeah, you want to use that? I'm gonna make it fit.
I'm gonna be like, okay, glad you're okay, and I turn around and walk away because you're useless to me.
That's fair enough. Ethel, before we get back to the duo, you finished this ritual. You know the body is secured for the moment. What are you doing from there? You watch Temerity go walking by in the air on his way to go talk to Aster.
I think I'm just a couple seconds behind everybody else, so I'm gonna go backstage next and just see what's going on back there. Because I don't know that the guy's gone yet. I just know Temerity's doing something else, doing his own thing.
Correct.
Oh, if I'm walking past Ethel, I would walk to Ethel, not past her, and be like, it disappeared.
Oh, okay, great.
Do you need help? Can I help?
Well,
so like duct tape, you know.
Things
I'm
I
like,
wasn't expecting to
was
say.
everything. No, I think I've done all I can for her.
Why do you sound so
other-
creepy all of a sudden?
What?
You're like, I think I've done all I can for her. Like, all
Oh,
creepy,
I
and I'm
see.
like, okay.
Yes, I believe I've done all I can for her. You said it disappeared.
I went to shoot it with a spell, and it looked like it was going to hit, and then it just disappeared. I have no idea where it went. I came straight back here to see if that lump of goblin had seen anything, but he's useless as usual.
Well, that's troubling. I believe, let's see. I think I'm going to go ahead then, Vinny, and as an action. Actually, I'm not going to do that. I was like, well, maybe we could just calm emotions on this situation, but I feel like that would not be good.
Fair. Before you do something, I'm just gonna get Kanitae and Asunar's rolls real quick.
21 Arcana.
Okay.
18 history.
Okay. Kanitae, this like is potentially a spell. I mean, you know enough spell work to through stories that like this could be a spell, like some weird darkness mixed with like a disguised self or something, or maybe just a disguised self that someone was like, let me just choose something real creepy. But the way it disappeared, the way like the attacks and the interactions went through it without like any like resistance, it's like a solid bit of matter that was not solid and was just gone. It doesn't sound or seem like a spell that you've heard of or know. Asunar, you had some interactions with centaurs. Not a lot, but like they exist in the world. They're creatures and humanoids that you've interacted with, and you remember, in your gladiatorial days, there was a pair of Devati centaurs that were able to fight, where instead of just two of them, there also was like a third. Sometimes they would have like their shadow come off of places and fight with them in gladiator battles. It was a spectacle and people loved it. But you only like did it once or twice with them, but you don't know, you can't remember what they were called. Like the name like just doesn't ring a bell what they were called. You remember their stage name, which not everyone had, but they seem to have it. They were called the Stampede. But there was, you can't remember an actual name for the life of you, but like this brings up those small memories, but that's all that's clicking right now.
The fucking name, the
Damn.
Stampede, is for a centaur pair of Duvavi. Oh, that's awesome. I love that.
I definitely immediately share that with Connie. Just like, oh god, were you with me during those fights with the two centaurs? The Devati centaurs?
The ones that did the weird shadow thing?
That shadow is so familiar.
I don't remember if you told me about it or if I was there. Vinny, can I make a history check?
Sure. Ethel, what were you doing? And then Temerity, if you're doing something with Ethel. Not one?
Not one!
Luck point. This is why we made luck points a thing.
I think I'm just gonna. Ugh, I don't know. I don't know what I want to do. I'm just gonna. Sorry, I got startled by the cameras changing.
We're all in the wrong spots now. There we go.
I was gonna go get water, and then I wanted to turn off my camera to be polite, and I realized it would screw everything up, so I'll just be back.
Yep. This is why blur mode for Discord is very useful, folks.
Yeah, I think I'm just going to try to like wave over some. This is a huge event. There's got to be medical personnel, so that's gonna be the next goal: is to wave over medical personnel and be like, if the guy in the back is gone, and then the most pressing thing at the very moment is the fact that a woman has died.
This is very true. Yeah, you're able to look around and you find a few people that are like clerics on standby. The hospitals and nurses are able to like basically like if they want to make extra money, they come to one of these events. We're like, hi, we're going to pay you 3 times your hourly salary to stand around just in case something happens. Unfortunately, this night something happens, so someone actually has to work for their pay. So if you have a not incredibly young, but definitely on the younger side of a wow, I was just reading it and now I can't find it anymore. Give me 2 seconds. There we go. A Loxodon. Very young. Like the fact that this person is so like small is how you know that they're young. Because they're like closer to your height than what the height that they should have is.
Oh, great. So they're very young.
Yeah. So she comes up and she looks a little concerned. She's like, hi, yes, I'm Sion. What's going? How is...
What's your name?
Sion.
Like the color?
Sion? Is this the time and place to be asking how to spell and pronounce my name?
Sorry! Don't hate on me for being the note taker.
I just have to pretend that it's in IRL, because it's more fun for me.
Alright, fine.
In IRL.
I read it in my notebook.
That's fine. She says, yes, how long ago did she die? I'm sorry, I didn't assume, like she obviously wasn't paying attention during the concert, because she didn't expect someone's head to go get lopped off.
It's been a couple minutes, but I did do something that should help. However, I can't. Revivify's not going to cut this one. I'm pretty sure, considering her head got chopped off, and Revivify does not restore missing body parts. I don't know if it knits body parts back together.
Oh.
Anyway,
what did you do? Out of curiosity.
It's a preservation spell. It keeps the body safe for 10 days. It does not allow it to decay more. So if we get someone powerful enough...
We do. The problem is that there is usually a major cost involved, but because she was working through, she just like eyes over to Asunar. I'm sure it'll get financed fine. We're gonna get her to the hospital right now. And she like, she doesn't like shoo you away, but she's like, you can go do your thing. I'm going to go get more help. And she like gets a couple other clerics. They put together basically a Tensor's floating stretcher to put her on. And she gets taken away to the hospital. You watch Sion go over to Asunar and begin talking and being like, hey, guess what? You're going to have to pay for this bitch's health insurance because her head got cut off during a performance. So you can assume
Good.
It's getting taken care of.
Brilliant. In which case, I will go to the back where the guy supposedly came from, because
Cool.
I want to look around.
Cool.
As Ethel walks away, Temerity's like, okay, bye. Damn. No, I'll follow you.
What I will do, sorry. What I will do is as I am letting Sion and take over, she's just gonna put a hand on your shoulder and be like, "Come on, darling, let's go," and and make sure Walter's with her as well. And unless you have something more important to do, I recommend you come.
Not in this moment. Should I be taking the shield out too, or are we assuming... I'm not hearing any violence?
No, the creature disappeared.
I think we'll be right. We just have to figure out what happened.
You watch the sword like turn into a sort of like light outline again, and it goes back onto his arm, and he's like, all right. It's a new tattoo spell I'm working on. It's a homebrew. So if any of you guys are interested in some homebrew items... Anyways.
I thought you were saying that as Walter, and no. I was gonna be like, oh yes, can you
no, this is
brew me a home like that?
No, this is Vinny plugging his shit because he has to. Alright, so you guys walk out back there. Asunar and Kanitae, you guys are talking about it. Kanitae, you have no clue. You were probably drunk. It was probably after the breakup. You don't have any recollection.
Yeah, Connie's just like racking her brain. She's just like, I think you told me about it. There was like a couple months where I really just wasn't like actually here, and I'm sorry, I don't remember.
Okay.
But do you think it like looked like that, like what they used to do, or?
What are people's passive perceptions? I had them written down, but it's not currently easily accessible for me at the moment.
17.
18.
My passive perception is 20.
Okay. And
I'm glad someone could do this because I got a 10.
Everyone has their own skills. Everyone but Temerity. Temerity, whatever reason you're in your own head at the moment. Everybody else watches as farther stage right, closer to the exit. You watch as this shadow doppelganger reappears, facing like out to like get off stage and run away, and like there is like a bouncer who is talking to somebody else, and you watch as the scimitar just goes through that one bouncer's head, and this creature just starts running out of the stage, out of the concert stage.
How far away is he in feet?
30-ish.
Okay. Kanite's gonna yell, "Get down!" and then just try to cast Witch Bolt on it again.
I'm gonna try to catch old person
Cast hold
on the
person.
shadow figure.
Okay. And
I'm gonna yeet my trident. I'm gonna yeet it.
all right.
Panic.
Roll attacks.
And while they're doing all that, I'm having a Roxy from Security Breach moment. You are so beautiful. Everybody loves you. Everybody wants to be you. And my eyes just kind of glaze over. Your hair is so beautiful.
Wow. Ethel. Quick
They're
thing.
watching you right. All your fans are watching you right now.
Jeez.
Attacks. What did you guys get? Witch bolt and
Dirty 20.
25.
Oh.
Holy shit!
Dang.
I rolled an 18, and it's
Rough.
+7.
Nice.
I don't know why. My character's broken yet again.
No, I love it.
I mean, only in one very particular thing.
Old person is a wisdom saving throw,
yes,
by the way.
funny thing, that doesn't matter, because as you do that, you don't seem to be grabbing onto an individual or a person or a creature. As you go to like cast the spell, there is nothing for the spell to grab onto. And as this thing continues to run through the exit, both of your spell and your weapon to try to hit it at the same time, and you watch again as it just, like smoke clearing, just goes away. You hit it.
Wait, what?
The fuck is that?
Does the smoke dissipate,
It
or
ju-
does it just?
It like
it just-
breaks and disappears.
Oh, so it's
sorry.
gone again.
Gone.
Oh, okay.
Alright, I'm sorry if you already said this when I rolled my history check, but do I remember if Stampede's shadow reacted the same way when hit?
You do. It is a thing. It's apparently a special technique that they had. Whatever
Okay, so it
the
is.
method was.
Okay, so it is the same. Awesome.
What would you guys like to do now?
Kind of fucking frustrated at this point. And she just starts swearing under her breath, like, wait. I would like to, she starts, like, swearing and, like, cursing under her breath and just goes, "God fucking damn it!" Oh! And then, casts See Invisibility on herself to see if maybe it's, like, I don't know, just if there's something invisible fucking with our shit right now.
You turn on See Invisibility. Nothing out of the ordinary.
And I don't see anything in, like, the ethereal plane either,
I
right?
don't think it goes that far. It's not true sight.
For the duration, you see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane. Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent.
Oh, cool.
That's
That's actually a lot more useful than just regular seeing invisible shit.
Yeah.
You don't see any of that though. Well, you see a minor bit of it. If you've ever used this spell before, then you would have seen this before, though. This place has crazy shit in it. Like, this, like, city, like, Wishfall just has crazy crap all over it.
Yeah, I would assume she's probably used it once or twice before in the last, like, 3 months of being here.
So, like, you turn it on and you're like, the usual, like, you see,
this
like...
is the usual weird shit.
Yeah, but no, like, shadowy darkness, like, Mordor, like, ring wraith moving through.
Yeah. So I feel like her when she does that, her eyes go from their amber color to like a bright purple when she does See Invisibility, and she just turns it off, blinks it away, and she just goes, "God damn it! It's nothing. I don't know what this is.
So you literally have ultraviolet vision.
Yes.
Shut up.
I also just like the color purple. Leave me alone.
No, it was great. It just made me very happy. All right, so you guys watch Kanitae's eyes glow purple for a moment, try to look around and see anybody else doing anything else. Otherwise, like, eventually, depending on what you guys decide to do, we'll hop forward in time back to your interrogation. But if there is any other things you guys want to be doing here and now.
Guy's gone.
Where's
Give it up.
Pandora? Is she being wheeled away yet, or is she still on the ground?
She's on a tensor's floating stretcher, and slowly being moved and brought to the hospital.
Is it bad that I really just want to say, so no head? God.
The audacity count grows. That's twice now in this session. I'm gonna figure out a counter that we can put in the chat.
I'm down for that. That sounds
does something.
That sounds amazing.
Like that.
Question.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are they carrying her in a box to the hospital?
Box? No. It's literally like
Why?
an invisible
Pandora's
floating
box, you asshole.
Oh.
See, I originally thought Temerity was going to make a I guess the box got opened or something like really crappy line like that, and I was gonna be like, God damn it.
I am disappointed in all of you.
I feel like I made a Pandora's box joke literally like 3 days ago. So I'm also disappointed in me.
Cool. Anything else from y'all crazy mofos doing the best and the worst?
I'm going to who looks the lightest in our group? Definitely not Asunar. Yeah, weight-wise.
Kanitae or Ethel, probably?
Yeah, probably.
Yeah. Did I write down weight? Let's see.
Temerity,
There's an option for that.
You don't ask a lady her weight.
I never wrote down a weight for Kanitae, but she's like probably.
Are you guys?
I also.
40-ish.
What are your constitutions?
14 total for the score. It's a +2 modifier.
It's exactly the same.
Cool. They weigh the same. They're identical.
Okay, there you go.
Okay. All right. I am going to go up. I guess I know Connie better, so I'll be like, Connie, come here, and I'll just kind of like pull her to me, summon my wings again, and like fly up into the sky and be like, use those special eyes and tell me if you see
Do you
anything.
see with your special eyes? My brand.
Special eyes.
Please tell me you remember that commercial.
Yeah, of course. That's why I said that. Look with your special eyes.
My brand.
So at first, Connie is just like, "What the fuck are you?" Oh, okay, yeah, got you. And then she does see invisibility again.
And I want to like look around with my normal eyes.
Cool. Both of you roll me perception checks then. Kanitae, you can have advantage because you are using your see invisibility.
Ooh, noted. Okay.
8.
Just hoping. Okay. We're gonna take that.
My eyes crossed.
23 on perception.
Dang.
I was really hoping to get a nat 20, but I got a 16, so I'll take it.
This is pretty solid. The other things that you see going on, are you looking for something in particular? I guess is my first question.
I'm looking for that shadowy figure again. Like maybe something centaur shaped that is invisible, like pretty much those two things.
Cool. There is nothing of that sense that you see. The closest thing that you see related to that is there is a centaur in the crowd, and you can see that the centaur is kind of just Roll me an insight check too.
Insight check. Let's go.
Oh, we're about to get real racist.
That's a 12 on insight.
Unfortunately,
so...
yeah. You see this person is just trying to leave, but people seem to be like not giving them any shit, but like you can sense there is a vibe going on. Not a very good vibe towards this centaur individual from potentially other people who saw a centaur. But doesn't seem to be like at all the same. Like this thing was hulking. This one that you are seeing here seems to be like a teenager and is just like who like came to see the concert and hoping to jam out and is now just like hoodie up trying to go home.
Right. Okay. I'll just be like, Temerity, I see nothing, but there's some folks harassing that kid down there. So can we go down there?
That
That way. That way.
Sure.
Dive.
Okay, let's
Dive.
go.
As you dive, Jesus. That's fun. You find one of your local beat cops currently trying to make sure the scene is being broken up, and you see Reverb, the Kenku, who like instead of like a club or a baton has a club, and like twirls it and just says, "Hey, you kids!" And you can tell it's not Reverb's voice, and it just says, and then you hear like a loudspeaker version saying, "All citizens are told to clear and go to their homes," and then goes back to their normal voice.
Are they guarding the kid, or is there just like people like approaching the kid and like harassing them?
It wasn't harassment so much as there was definitely a vibe there, and like a minute ago when this kid was trying to leave, there was probably some shit going down. But now that the kid is separated from the crowd and is like going home, basically, Reverb is blocking the way for there to be more drama, or was before you guys started to come down and kind of intercept as well.
I see. Okay.
It's also very flamboyant. Like we do like a nice little like dip, and then as we get to the end, I just hold your hands and like let you down like a princess.
You're a cabaret performer and a bard. I'm sure it's flamboyant as fuck.
I'm not a bard.
No, a cabaret performer and a bard.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Got it.
Kanitae just kind of like raises an eyebrow, like, not like on any other given day, this would be so much fun, but like somebody just died, so
I'll notice the look and be like, darling, it's always time for theatrics,
honey,
especially in high octane situations like this.
No, this is terrible timing. Anyway, she just kind of like shakes her hands loose from Temerity, goes up to the kid, just goes, "Hey, you good?"
You watch the kid just turn around at like a random person approaching. Like you can tell that she was tensing up a bit because of the situation. Now that you can see her, and she just like turns like, "Yeah, who are you?" And like looks back and like, "Okay, there was a cop far away that was helping me. Who are you, you random person?" And random.
This person is a centaur. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you.
Sorry, don't mind me. If you're good, then fine. It looked like it was getting a little bit nasty just a second ago. So, be safe getting home and don't don't run into any shadowy figures with a scimitar. Just be careful. Ignore me. Bye.
That was an awkward way to have a conversation. She just puts her hood back up again and keeps walking away.
Oh, poor kid. Can I just to be safe, I would, while Kanitae's talking, I really want to make a mental note of this person's features.
Sure. Roll me an investigation or an insight check.
Natural 20.
Nice.
That's a luck point, baby.
Yeah, it
Plus, you said investigation?
Investigation or insight, your choice.
Okay, I'm proficient in investigation, so plus 4, 24.
24. Solid. You're able to collect any, like, especially within that 20. You would be able to pick this person out in a lineup or like whatever
Sweet.
situation that it could be in. Uh, One that's less policey. But yeah, you know this person's details now.
If I'd rolled a 25, would I have been able to know their name without asking?
No.
Oh.
I mean,
Even a nat 20 doesn't mean I'm omnipotent?
no.
What?
This kid does not seem to wear their name on their clothes like a jock. So
It just says Steven. Like,
yeah, no, not quite her style
Bizarre.
apparently. Yeah. Yeah, you're able to catch the details. She seems to have like light green fur. Doesn't seem to have any of the well-known tattoos from around Wishfall. Uh, Fairly neutral individual as far as you can tell, besides be kind of scared from people.
gotcha. I bet she's so cute. Ugh. Okay.
As you guys are flying around, Ethel and Asunar, you guys are back at the concert proper. Are you guys doing anything else?
After them?
What'd you say?
Horses have
Oh.
fur and hair.
What'd you say?
What?
What did you say, Asunar?
I just turned to Ethel. Should we go after them?
If you would like to, darling, I think I'm going to just poke around here just a tiny bit longer.
Alright.
You're welcome to stick around if you would like.
I probably will.
I would just like to look around a little bit, and I just want to see if I can clock anyone who looks suspicious, unsurprised, or like they are not doing their job.
All right. Roll me an insight check.
Well, there's a blue tiefling flying around and acting like it's just another day at the park, which is kind of suspicious.
Just a little
A little bit.
Don't be
Little
suspicious.
suspicious.
Don't be suspicious. Don't
Don't
be suspicious.
It's apparently TikTok
Insight,
night.
you said?
Yes.
17.
17. Solid. As far as you can tell, everyone here is either doing their job correctly or like it's reasonable why they're not because the show has ended. So like some people are like holding stuff and like, are we packing up? Are we not? Like some people are just confused as to what to do. Besides that, no one seems to be acting any more out of the ordinary than what you would expect after a situation like this. Like people are like truly mortified. The people that apparently worked with Pandy,
Thank goodness.
the bouncers seem to be like trying to do a better job than what they were just doing. I guess they're just like keeping track. Like they're like insanely perceptive right now, or they're just like trying to keep eyes and tabs on everybody.
And the last guy who was hit by the shadow thing, because you said the shadow went through one more bouncer.
Mhm.
Does he look alright? Is he up and standing still?
Hurt, not dead. But there is like a deep gash along the person's back because they were turned away. So this person just
You
has
know
a
what?
giant.
If there's nobody who looks particularly out of it, I'm gonna go ahead and go up to that bouncer and just offer them healing, because I want to look around more, but I don't see anyone that I can poke at, and so I don't know how fruitful it will be.
Bless you, Temerity. They sneeze. That's all.
Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do is um I'm gonna go up to the bodyguard and I would also like to ask them some questions. Just be like, but I'm going to heal them first, and then I'm gonna say, did you see anything perchance as it was running off? We tried to stop it, but
No, you see a tiefling of like a brownish like auburn shade. Auburn? I think auburn's the right word for it. Yeah, like more of a brownish color, and it's just like, no, that was crazy. I had my back turned. I was checking with some of the other people, and the thing just and like tries stretching and just seems to hurt their shoulders.
poor thing.
This is one of the performers.
This is one of the
No, it's the
bouncers.
bouncer.
Oh,
Bouncer
okay.
Not
bodyguard.
but bouncer.
Potato tomato.
That's 12 points of health to
Wow,
them, by the way.
that is probably. Let me double check how much damage got done. That's probably most, if not all.
That's max healing word damage, baby.
That's pretty nice. Yeah, that person
Which is really not bad.
is fully healed. Yeah.
Healing word damage?
Yeah, healing word
I'm
damage.
healing word damage. Yes, that's exactly what I meant to say.
I'm pretty
That
sure.
kind of damage.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what you call it when you like roll healing word as a bard too. with Sprig, you always say healing damage, so it's fine. It's a consistent thing.
It's a player habit for sure.
It's great.
I
love it.
Not a character quirk.
So you're a pharmacist.
A harm assist. Boo.
Ow. Okay. I'm assuming that one I would take some psychic damage for.
Yeah.
When's our break?
Not anytime soon, baby.
We could take one if people are feeling the need, but considering I think we're doing fine so
I'm
far.
Well,
good
that's
right now.
doing psychic damage to you.
No, yeah. That's unfortunate. Thank you for your help, darling. And
That's unfortunate. I love her.
Yeah, they go. Yeah, thank
She's
you
not.
too. God, that feels so much better.
Oh, I'm glad. If you see anything else, if particularly if you see that shadowy figure again, let me know.
Where?
I would.
How would I contact you? Where would I find you?
Do I have like business cards for my church?
I mean, you could say the Church of Selune, and people would probably know about the Church of Selune.
Okay, alright. Just ask for Ethel at the Church of Selune, darling. They will know exactly where to direct you.
Okay. I'll let you know if I hear anything, see anything. Either one.
Yes. Either would be lovely. Thank you, darling.
All right. You guys, all four of you, eventually, are contacted by the various beat cops that are here. Ederic eventually does find you, Temerity, and Kanitae. Reverb tracks down Asunar, and we have good old Nick comes and finds Judy, and Ethel, not Judy. And eventually,
I mean, either way.
yeah, exactly. They gather you up along with probably like 10 or 15 other witnesses that were like very close to the scene or very reactive with the scene. And eventually, as they begin to saying like, we're going to escort you into the police station, we just want to get statements. You watch as a blonde-haired elven individual comes forward and says, we actually have a closer spot that can fit and be just as helpful for interrogations if needed. Hello, Nick. Reverb. If you want, you can come to the collective. It's closer and probably easier than using the crazy teleporting system.
I'd love to go to the collective instead of headquarters, if that's quite all right.
You watch Nick like goes to the side with his badge and like speaks into it for a moment, like it's a sending stone. And after talking to his boss, you get the go ahead, and you hear on the other end Mogan, whose voice you now know, saying, "I'll meet you there. I wasn't too far away to begin with, and it'll be as good a spot as any, as long as they have a room where we can sit and have one-on-ones." Catching up to the present, each of you have your individual talks. Do you guys all give truthful statements as far as you know?
Can I? Sorry, I just
Sure.
wanted to do one more thing before we left,
Sure.
just while it's fresh in my big old brain.
Hell yeah.
I want to pull out my notebook and just draw a picture of the creature, like while it's fresh in my memory.
Hell yeah.
Maybe like when Edric walks over, I like turn around and I just do that, like pretend to be busy.
Make Kanitae handle the conversation for the moment.
Yeah. Like when you're at the gym and there's someone there you don't want to talk to, so you just like take a drink and you're like, okay, set time. No thanks, I'm not making eye contact with you. You're not here.
Very fair.
Yeah, if we start being like questioned, then Kanitae is just like, yeah, okay. I mean, I got nothing to hide, so.
Cool. So.
I think Ethel's not gonna lie, but she's not gonna be like overly. She's not gonna overshare. I'm gonna put it that way.
Okay.
I feel like Kanitae would be overall truthful, but she'll let Asunar decide whether or not to share the detail about the centaur folks that she previously fought that had a similar ability, because one, she doesn't remember it very well, and two, it's Asunar's details to share. So
Yeah, Asunar probably does not share that because in her brain it's just like, I don't know 100%. I don't want to get other people in trouble.
That's fair. Why isn't there we go? As that continues, as you guys continue getting your one-on-ones or two-on-ones for Asunar and Kanitae, you're told to hold and wait in the main lobby of the collective, which is again a very grand and beautiful location. There seems to be stairs that go all over the place. A couple of the staircases don't seem to make 100% sense because they like go around a corner, and then you can see that there's another staircase that it should intersect with, but doesn't. But you know, we don't ask too many questions in fantasy buildings.
It's okay.
And eventually, after you guys and a few other people that you ran into, so like you see another couple of the bouncers here, the other backup dancer is there. Aster is not here, but there are plenty of others that are here who are getting their statement taken. And eventually, Mogan goes to the top of like one of the staircases in the lobby and says, "All right, folks, if you guys find any more details, please make sure you bring it to either one of my inspectors, one of our cops. We haven't had something like this happen in a while, and it's very concerning. The powers are very unique. None of us have seen something like this before, so we could use any hints, any information that you can give, just whenever you can. Besides that, there's probably not going to be a curfew enacted, but the sooner you are home and safe, the better. The day's time for nope, it's going to night now. So yeah, after dusk, I mean it's going to be time to sleep. So when you wake up for the morning night, just be safe while you're out there. All right. Hopefully we'll have lights on in the city that are big enough to protect you. And we should be having announcements on the main orb in the center of the city as well for everyone to hear if anything special comes up."
He asked for like any additional information and mentioned specifically the abilities that they've never seen before. Kanitae's eyes kind of flicked to Asunar for a hot second because I'm pretty sure she said she didn't disclose that information in particular, and kind of like raises an eyebrow like, why didn't you share that? but she says nothing else beyond that.
All right. You are all dismissed. You are welcome. The collective has opened their door for you guys for the time being, so if there's anything you wish to do in here, go ahead. Cannot stay overnight, though. They're just extending it for 2 hours. So have a good night. Speak with you all soon. Maybe. And Mogan leaves after having a really awful talk. Does not enjoy public speaking, as you can tell. Most people clear out right away. There seems to be the other individual, the blonde-haired elven individual who is like exchanging like paperwork, who was sitting in all of your meetings, with Reverb, who is also taking verbal notes, basically taking your statements, and like copying it down. Every once in a while, you can hear Reverb repeating something that someone has said, obviously during the interrogation, and this person is like taking the notes down. And like copying them over, hands over a set to Mogan.
So cool.
Kenku would be a very useful person to have in police force.
What a great. That's so cool. Anyway,
And they have like that word for word. Ooh.
Exactly.
in the voice too.
Yep.
In the same voice. So like,
You know anyone that sounds like this? Hit 'em, Reverb. He says.
and you can mimic inflection. I don't know. There's like a lot of great things about that.
Yeah,
Correct,
super helpful.
Kanitae's gonna get up from like her sitting spot, just kind of like stretch and like look around for Ethel, because she remembers her being there. And once she spots her, she'll just kind of go up to her and be like, "So, do we still want to do that drink, or do we want to put that on hold for right now?"
I would love to still do that drink, darling. I think, if nothing else, this gives us loads to talk about.
Oh, for sure. I thought we were gonna have plenty to talk about just catching up wise, but shit, that was I don't even have words for that, and I usually have words for everything. That was some bullshit, is what it was.
Quite an event, wasn't it? However, perhaps we don't. I don't remember. Did we agree to do the drink after the event?
Oh, we just said we would catch a drink later. And I mean, it's technically later, but circumstances. They're a little fishy right now.
Perhaps we should wait at least till we wake up tomorrow.
Yeah, we'll do brunch. We'll do brunch.
Sounds lovely.
All right. I'm sorry, husband, fiance,
Walter.
fiance.
Is Walter here, or did he head off to do
He was
whatever
he
he does?
he was a witness too, so he's there.
Right. Okay. Fiance, and she's gonna like wave in his direction.
All right, so he's here with you. I just didn't. I was gonna ask if you needed someone to walk you home. I didn't. There's
No, I'm fine.
crazy shadow
Thank you,
centaurs
darling.
slicing people's heads off. I just want to make sure you're okay. But if you got Walter, then I trust him. He's got that rad as fuck sword thing.
Did he
Hey,
have the
Walter,
sword?
hey.
Did he have the sword thing before, like when we were adventuring together? Because
Oh, maybe.
It's something. The design is specifically from Wishfall, so if you guys were in Wishfall before, he potentially could have gotten it. Otherwise, it would have been on your return.
he would have had to wait until after. So last time you saw each other, he wouldn't have had the tattoos.
All right, and I don't think I saw it before during the commotion. My bad. Okay.
That's fine.
Redacted.
We can say you saw it. Like,
Nah.
it's not up.
Sure. But yeah, kind of just gives him a wave like, "Hey, Walter, long time no see." All right, I'll see you in the morning.
Yes, of course.
Scarlet and Bree also had their own pieces too, and they come up to Temerity. They come up to you and like, do you want to go back to the club, or are you going home, or what are you doing?
Yeah. Yeah, I have a shift tonight.
You're working after this, darling?
Yeah.
Okay.
There's money to be made.
Yeah, I'm sure there's some people who are depressed that could use some expecting something to distract them?
Well, yeah. Hopefully it's a busy one to keep our mind off things. Are you okay?
Uh, I'm gonna drink before I go to sleep. That's all I can really clarify with that. I don't know if that's...
let's go do that. Let's go do that.
Sure. Okay, we can go to the club and do that then.
Is Connie coming with you?
I don't, she's talking to Ethel right now. I don't know what's going on. Don't want to bother the situation.
Okay. All right. Well,
I break away from Ethel and move over to Temerity's group and just kind of come up to Bree and just kind of be like, "Do you want me to come by later? Or do you know, it's been a bit of a day.
Anything that's not what just happened would be great.
All right, I'll see you in like an hour."
Okay. Looks over. Is your Asunar? Is Asunar coming?
I'll ask her.
I'm
And
sure she can find some entertainment there too.
Yeah, I'll
take
let
that Asunar.
Connie will just dismiss herself from the conversation and go back to Asunar.
At that line.
Yeah, pretty much.
Walter is stuck talking to Nick for a few. You can tell he very much wants the conversation to get over with quickly. And ends with like, "Yeah, you be safe getting home too," and turns around and like just like is staring at you, Ethel, like, eventually comes over and says, were we going out for drinks with Kanitae tonight? I remember you guys were discussing that for a little bit during the whole rough and tumble.
We're gonna wait for brunch. I was gonna say more about evening plans or whatnot, but I don't remember what it was. It's fine. We're going to wait for brunch, darling.
Okay.
So we can head home for the evening.
Did you want to? Did you want to be out and be distracted, or did you rather go home?
Let's go home.
Go home. All right. Offers his arm, takes you home. You guys have a fairly safe walk. Like, I mean, there's not like a bandit fight between here and home, so you're fine. Kanitae, you eventually get back to Asunar.
I'm gonna go over to the Jeweled Chalice and just blow off some steam because that shit was fucking weird. Do you want to come with?
Yeah, that would probably do. Yeah, that'll probably be a good idea.
All right, I said we'd be there in like an hour, so if you want to get like some food or something beforehand, can you even eat right now? I don't know. I'm a little uneasy if I'm being perfectly honest. That shit weird.
She's so full of pie. She'll be lucky if she can shit.
That's fair.
I feel like it's been several hours.
Yeah.
Yeah, you probably used the Heaven's View Collective bathroom for a little while waiting for your interrogation.
Fantasy laxatives.
Fantasy laxatives. I can't.
I'm dead. I hate
Speaking
it
of
here.
fantasy laxatives, could we take a break? I want to get some water.
Sure. We're gonna take a quick 5-minute break, and 5-10 minute. We'll let you know. We'll be back when we're back.
We're back when we're back.
Oh my
All right.
god.
Bye, guys. Hello, y'all. We are back, and actually, I wanted to just quickly say before, now that we are back, two things. I wanted to give a quick shout out to, we did this last time, but because it didn't get recorded, I want to make sure it gets it this time. Shout out to Kabuki Kid, to all of the artwork that all of our characters got, all of the main characters, the DMPC slash main NPC that I will be having as well. The artwork that was made was amazing. We all fawned over it. We loved it so much. Second shout out, besides this really awful background you're seeing here right now, all the other backgrounds are from a website called Streamspell, where they have some free options and options like this that I paid for because light and sun is very much the theme for this go around, and I wanted this and it looked really good. Not being endorsed, they're not paying me to endorse them. I just appreciate really good artwork, and Kabuki Kid did an amazing job. And I'm ordering more stuff from them, and Streamspell did a great job with this stuff. So if you want to look for it or find it, that's where those things are. Everything else is me trying to make things, which is reasonably successful. So, but yeah, there's those two places. Beyond that, we're going to hop back into it with everybody heading out for the long night. I need to figure out a good way to start naming the days and nights since they're each 24-hour cycles now. Oh yeah, there's a lot of things that people who did not get before because of us missing it. So quick explanations of some things about Wishfall. As we heard before, it's made out of star metal, which is a Damascus steel type material. Damascus steel, if you don't know, has a very interesting specific patterns that, depending on how it's made, because I watched too much Forge and Fire, have very interesting textures, from like waves to water droplets to ladder-esque. So the city, depending on their districts and regions, have different shadings like that. Everything is metal except for things that are on top of it. So it is a completely metal city, beyond the additives of the park, which is where this concert was going on, the lake next to the park, and a few other specific areas with natural surroundings. The other thing about Wishfall is that it actually follows the path of the sun from west to east in this world, and because it follows it at such a high speed, days, like cycles with the sun in the sky, are 24 hours, and then cycles with darkness with moon in the sky is 24 hours. So there are much longer days, much longer nights. Short rest, long rest, all that work normal. Time passes normally. There's 360 days to the calendar here, so it works out perfectly and evenly. But this concert, this park, this festival was being held around dusk, with this light falling snow, this chilly breeze going through the air. We are now in the long night. It has just begun. So now they've got 20 hours of darkness before the blue hour / golden hour begin taking over for dawn again. Doesn't mean they sleep for 20 hours. It means they sleep for some part of it, they work for some part of it, they do their lives however they want to do. And that is where we currently have is everybody walking outside, figuring out where they're going to go. 3 people are heading off to hang out at the Jewel Chalice. We have Ethel heading home with Walter. As you guys go out, for a quick description, most of the city, as we said, is metal. There is also a, best way I can describe it, it probably looks like a lollipop. It is just a tall, single-towered cylinder. On the top of it is a giant orb that looks like it's made completely out of crystal or glass. This works as kind of like a low-level sun when it's night out. It sends out light, small bits of arcs of light to help people see and find their way. But beyond that, during the day, it is off. It's kind of like a nightlight, but for a city. The city itself, during the daytime, it is just like a pure silver metal. Now at night, with being under the moonlight, you can see slight texture and colored hues to different buildings and to the streets, from just being in the evening, under lowered light, or maybe just the magic that's specifically in the air during the hours of the moon. Beyond that, it feels kind of like dealing with an aurora borealis in this orb that lights the city, but it's dark enough that you could go to sleep, as many people do.
Is that sorry? Is that a magical effect or is that a naturally occurring effect?
Which one?
The aurora borealis.
It basically comes from this orb that's in the center of the center of the city. It's a large building, like a dome-shaped building, but the problem is there's no full sphere. It is a full sphere that does have a cylinder coming out of it. It literally looks like like if you were making like an at-home set of this city, you would use a lollipop for this specific thing. It sheds the light and gives that low aurora borealis light. It's not incredibly powerful, but enough for people who are walking around at night, people who have night jobs. They're able to get around and see, and half of every year is night, and since it is 24 hours, there has to be a way for people to interact and see and do the normal things.
Thank you.
No problem. So, Temerity, Kanitae, Asunar, and the traveling troupe, you begin walking over to the Jeweled Chalice, also aka the Gentle Harp, as they are kind of like a combo store. If it was like, a half Taco Bell, half Pizza Hut. No,
Not the combination Pizza Hut and Taco Bell.
Yeah. But better.
Yeah.
It's literally TikTok night. It's just every 5 minutes TikTok reference.
I will make all the references, sir. You already know this about me.
You can do it fair and square this time.
I legally can do it now.
That's going in the notes, Doc.
Temerity, because the Jeweled Chalice was a little bit of your idea, baby, do you want to describe what it looks like?
Yeah.
You say
So.
Okay, you said yeah, but you said no. No,
I said
wait.
yeah, excitedly.
Okay.
I thought you said meow.
What? No, that's your job. You have the cat ears. But so the Jeweled Chalice is one of the local kind of club bar situations. It is a combination Pizza Hut, Taco Bell style, where half is like a cabaret, where like performances are done. There's like a large stage that bolts out into the center of the room, and then several isolated round tables with chairs. So there are spaces for privacy, but it's also easy to be open. There's a bar off to the side where you could get alcohol, and then there's stairs that lead upstairs for more illicit activities. And then the other side of the Jeweled Chalice is what you kind of came up with that part.
Yeah. So Jeweled Chalice is also connected to an area called the Gentle Harp, which is more. You're going there purely for the good times, as Gesture Lavore would say. The ha 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 ha. That is purely for the good times rolling in that specific area. The Jeweled Chalice is very much also the more performative side. Like there's a variety there where if you're going over the Gentle Harp, there's like one of three reasons. Where Jeweled Chalice, there could be plenty for hanging, talking, other illicit activities that we probably can only talk about in limited format on stream. But yeah, so the Gentle Harp is another area that they're basically connected buildings, and I'm trying to remember where I had, but for the Jeweled Chalice, you have the Halfling Sebanet.
Yes.
Who you know personally, or who like personally has hired you for to begin working here. You don't currently see her around at the moment. You do know that next door there is a bugbear named Gemma, who is the owner of the Gentle Harp, who she is friendly with. So probably interacting or talking or conniving a plan with her at the moment. So, but it seems to be in full swing. People apparently very much needed a distraction tonight. You can see it's very busy already. Temerity, are you going to work right away, or are you like relaxing and hanging with friends first? Like,
Tragedy always brings the best crowds. No, I'm going to perform first and then hang out because business. But I'll be like, okay, it was so nice to spend some time with you despite the horrible circumstances. But hopefully, I can perform and help you forget about it for a little bit. I guess that's kind of my job. And then I'll kind of do like a with everybody, like a cheek extra, and then I'll go get ready.
all right, Temerity heads off.
Like, we're just kind of used to that at that point. Just kind of like, it's a greeting, so she just reciprocates it, but it just kind of rolls her eyes a little bit. Like, this bitch is so extra.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the same time, Bree stays because Bree is not working. Scarlet also is not working, so or for the moment, so they are here to relax and have a good time, which the Jewel Chalice is also known for. So they will be around to hang out. You do watch a couple of the other people, part of the entourage that you guys were hanging with, that was part of Temerity's crew / the Jewel Chalice workers. Some other people also begin to go get ready for work. In both sides, the Jewel Chalice and the Gentle Harp. But Bree stays. Scarlet also is hanging out too, and there's a couple other folk who are just hanging out. And there's other people in the crowd too. There are performers going on almost all the time. They keep it busy and distracting, which, again, right now it looks like there's a lot of people in here who need it. So, let's see. Temerity, you're getting ready. Asunar and Kanitae, what are you guys up to as you get here?
Question about like the Jewel Chalice. Besides like typical cabaret like circular tables, are there also like more cushy places to sit that are almost more like couch-like or more loungy, just like somewhere that isn't like, because those chairs, from what I recall, are not very comfy. So
Like the couch lounge type chair?
yeah, or like, you know how like there's sometimes those like half circle like booth type things and they're like very plush and cozy or whatever. Like, are there things like that as well, or we never really addressed this in session 0, which I didn't think we would need to. But...
Yeah, well, I mean, we were going to come here eventually. But yeah, Temerity, you can describe what the sitting situation like. I'm assuming there's plenty of comfortable seats because that's the point.
Oh, definitely. I mean, they're all firm because, yeah. But they're still soft. Like
Okay.
velvety, some
Right.
nice like gold trim. But like
Yeah.
there's like like I said, you can be private, comfortable, or you can be like more out in the middle, but most of the tables are round,
Okay. Yeah.
if not all.
So Kanitae is gonna kind of like scout for somewhere to just like sit and hang out, kind of turn to Scarlet and Bree and just be like, first round on me. Just chill out. Today was a lot.
Bree kind of gives you a look and is like, we get free drinks here. We work here.
All right. Sorry, I forgot.
How about
first round on you then?
Yes, let's say, how about first round on me? Asunar, are you drinking too?
I'll pay for myself. A lot to kill.
Sure, yeah. You can. How about this?
She just flexes. She just flexes, being like, "I'm too big."
Pay for a dance, or go do a dance yourself. That's how you can trade. I'm grabbing drinks, and Bree just heads off.
I'm just gonna help Bree with drinks.
Okay. Scarlet finds some seats and just sits out and relaxes and stretches. Now that she is in here, she switches out of her... God, I forgot what the combo was that I had for her originally. She has a red tiefling form. She uses disguise self for that. Oh, she's a regular, I believe star elf is what I originally had her being.
Oh, yes.
So now that she's inside, she switches back to her star elf form, gets rid of the tiefling disguise, and just like lays on one of the couches areas and just puts her head back and relaxes. Asunar, how are you feeling here? What are you up to as Connie goes off with Bree to get some drinks? I can come back to you if you'd like.
I'll probably dance a little bit. I see the poles. I'm just like, I wonder how many like pull-ups I can do with just using my arms to hold myself up. See how long I can hold myself up for. I don't know how pole dancing works.
Try to do pull-ups while you're horizontal. Is that what I'm hearing?
Exactly.
That's fucking wild.
Uh,
Oh man.
roll me a performance check, but use your strength.
Bad.
Yeah.
The face is
23.
bad.
Oh.
That's not bad at all.
No, I'm laughing. I'm laughing because it's just like.
You see Scarlett's there to be a good sport at first. She's just there to like cheer you on and be like, "Yeah, you got this, babe." And like as you do it, she's like, "Oh, you got this, babe."
Yep.
I just turn and look at her, being like, "I could probably support your weight too if you want to give me more of a child."
Okay, I need some people. Guys, you need to come. And like she gathers some people to watch, and she's like, "Okay, I am in your hands tonight." And she gets up and yeah, whatever you're attempting to do, she's down to clown.
Since I'm sideways, it's probably just like sitting on my hip.
You watch her kick her legs up, and she kind of goes upside down on your legs. So now it's like a weird, like almost like a hangman type situation. But yeah, you put on a performance. Kind of you see that going on in the background. Bree's like, your friend worries me sometimes. But this seems like it'll work out. Oh, okay, safe. Like watching the whole situation unfold and like hoping to your God no one drops.
Yeah, you got nothing to worry about with that one. She's pretty stable like that.
So
but Kanitae is just like watching with like this like shit-eating grin on her face, like God damn.
So how are you doing after that? I saw you guys rush up there. That seemed like a poor life choice.
Well, we were trying to catch whoever did it, you know? I mean, I think I told you back in the day, I used to adventure around a little bit, and then, you know, kind of like, not really settled down, but I got a steady gig with Asunar, so, you know, just stuck around for the last, like, couple years or whatever. But before that, I used to go everywhere, and sometimes that meant taking up contracts and going after some dangerous shit, so it's kind of second nature at that point.
Was there a contract you were doing? It seemed more like you were just had
No.
bravado going on.
Well, I mean, you know, somebody got hurt, and like, I don't know, just felt like I had to help.
Yeah.
So
you see that like she's like trying to make light of the situation, but she kind of, but then like you bring up Pandy again. She's like, yeah, I mean, she's a sweet girl. Like she just really wants to do. She wants to be like famous, you know, like famous or did want to be. I don't. It looked like your friend was helping her. Hopefully, she's fine after the magic hands. Everyone's magic hands. What am I saying? Yeah, I don't know. She's a good girl. She just really wanted to be the light of not just like someone's life. She wanted to be the light of like an area. She wanted people to really like want her, and it's like I don't know if that was like a deranged fan or something, but that you watch like Bree just takes a shot.
yeah, I just kind of like toasted that, thinking about, you know, some of my own experiences. I'm just kind of like scratched the back of my head, like, yeah, no, I get what you mean. You know, knowing Ethel, she probably did something to at least give him time to figure out a way to help her. So I'm sure, hopefully she'll rejoin us soon. You know, because that's not a good way to go at all. But you know, let's not talk about that right now. Let's just get drunk and go cheer on that shit over there because that looks like a hell of a lot of fun.
I'm gonna go try hanging off of her too, unless you're gonna get offended by that.
Oh, not at all. By all means, have at it.
Okay. Grabs your hand, brings you back. You guys, people just play hang on off of Asunar.
Absinar? Got mad abs.
Temerity, as you're getting ready and back, you see that there are a few other people here who apparently have been like working the night. Some other people just seem like miffed, like just really annoyed. Like they've been having a very irritating evening. As you're getting ready, how long does it take you to get ready? Are you like, do you got like one thing you do and you're good? Are you prestidigitating yourself? Like, what's your process?
What do you mean? Sorry, what do you mean irritated?
They're just like people are like everyone has like a real like sour like face on back here. Like they put on the face when they go out, but back here, they're like everyone looks either exhausted or destitute. Like it's been a really long night of some sort. You overhear one of the changeling workers, Wilising, who he seems to just be like in the back and like shredding one of his outfits, and he's just like, nothing's good enough for that little fucking asshole. And then everyone else is pissed off tonight or agitated, and then he's coming in, and he's just like in the corner being like a little pissed off about the specific situation that's going on with him. But everyone seems to have that energy back here. It's just not a good energy right now.
Okay. I want to like very kind of casually approach the changeling.
Mm-hmm.
Are they in like their base changeling form or in a
yeah? It's just their normal form right now.
Creepy. I bet they stand out.
A bit.
What do I know their name?
Wyla Wyla Sing.
Okay. WYL. Sorry, say WYL.
LA, and then SING.
Okay, thank you for my notes and my brain.
Yep.
Hi, Wylising.
Also,
you seem troubled.
Do
you need a drink?
You can also call him Wyla or Sing or Y. Like there's like, you can have a nickname for him if it's easier.
Mm-hmm. Why? How are you? What's wrong? Why are you so sad?
So awful. There's kind of just like an eye roll. It's like, Temerity, I think you need to take over for the night. I'm dealing with a very picky client, not enjoying the variety pack that he ordered. Apparently looking for something else. So I'm apparently not cutting it. So either if you feel like dealing with an extra client tonight, you're welcome to. I don't know if tonight's just bringing out the like most irritable of everybody, but getting a little tired.
Okay. Well, what exactly did they order?
They ordered me, which usually means, hey, handsome, what do you want? I can be anything you need. But apparently that wasn't enough for them.
What do you mean? What did they want? Like a beholder?
I don't know. I walked in and out 10 different forms, and every time he said someone else.
Who is this? Do you know their name?
No.
Have they come here before?
No, but they're throwing around platinum like it's nobody's business.
Temerity's eyes like, cha-ching! Alright. Well, far be it from me to deny slinging my schmeat, as they say. I'm sorry, I can't.
Questions.
I just love watching like the reaction go across the screen for me.
I'm sure it was a time.
But okay. And you tried everything, you said.
I mean, I think 10's enough. If I need more than 10, I don't know what else I'm gonna hit. I can't, like, I'm not turning into, like, a gnome or something. I don't have the stoutness for that. Or, like, maybe a dwarf, but I did Goliath, tried Tiefling, no offense. I gave it a shot. Asunar,
None taken.
half elf. I tried what I
Did
could.
you turn into me when you turned into a tiefling?
No, I go either red. I tried black.
Oh, okay.
Didn't work with the color scheme of what I was wearing. Anyways, it was a bad choice. It's fine.
Well, don't blame yourself. It's not your fault. You know some of these clients can be really picky, but you know when your wife won't lay in bed with you, nothing can replace that. So that's not your fault.
Roll a charisma check.
Okay. No, it's so bad. It's 8.
Oh, buddy.
You see, like, there's like a bit of a grin when you say that. The mood still seems sour, but like you got a small smile for a moment, but nothing. You didn't change the mood of the evening, but you gave Lila like a small smile for a moment, and he just like bumps his arm against you and says, "Yeah, I mean, well, either he's gonna keep sitting in that room drinking drinks and being overcharged for his private room, or we're gonna, I don't know, someone's gonna have to try. 2 other people have tried already. Also, Gwele, stop throwing shit in here. If you keep throwing colored powder, I'm gonna." And you watch as one of the 2 workers from the Gentle Harp that like move back and forth, the Devati twins, Gwele, just like her head like comes around the corner, she grins and just runs away. You can see there's a little handprint of like purple of like some kind of powder that she was throwing around.
Okay. All right. I'll give it a shot. Which room is this person in?
Sapphire, for some reason, really wanted the actually, no, I get why he wanted the Sapphire room. He is a Sapphire Dragonborn. I don't know what the... He's got a theme. He's got a real specific theme.
Okay. Sapphire Dragonborn. Got it. All right. I have 1 performance, and then I will make my way over there as soon as I can. Okay.
You watch him like grab a couple bottles and a couple glasses. Like, I'm gonna go give it 1 more shot to keep him busy, and just heads off.
Okay. All right. You got this. And I give him a little pat on the butt.
The tail. Wait, nope. Changelings don't have tails. Only tieflings do. I was gonna say the tail whips you back, but that doesn't happen. He just like back kicks at you a bit, but keeps going.
Okay. Great. Fun. That sounds good. Now I have plans for later. Sweet. Oh, I should have asked. Okay. I guess I'll have to find out later. Because I can't go all the way. Anyway. So yeah, Temerity does take a little time to get ready, but with the pressure of wanting to relieve Wilising, I'll try to hurry it up and make it like only 20 minutes.
All right, so you're out back getting ready for about 20 minutes. What is your planned performance? Do you have a particular set you do when you're out there? Is it the same thing you did in the talent show earlier, or is it something totally
No, I'm going to sing and dance.
different? All right. Any particular style?
Yeah, so if you've ever seen the movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit, and there's the scene where Jessica Rabbit does the like sultry, like sticks her leg out of the, out from backstage and like, sings this like sexy song and like walks around like touching everybody and shit. That, and then it wraps up with like an instrumental break where Temerity does a pole dance. The song that I choose is what song is it? I Need a Hero. You know
Nice.
what song I'm talking
Yeah,
about? Yeah.
the one from Shrek 2.
Yes. Because
So just like a
I
really sultry version of that.
All right, so Jessica
have you
Rabbit meets Fairy Godmother. That's a combo.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean it's high energy for the most
Oh, okay.
part.
Nice.
But I don't know if you have ever heard Holding Out for a Hero, but Anna
Okay.
Pantsu sings it and it's hot. So
Yep.
if you've ever heard her
It is.
sing it, it's
Shout out to
good.
Anapatsu.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
I'll have to listen to that later.
an awesome choice.
Yeah.
As that's going, question about your performance: is it a for everybody thing? Do you go and like tease your friends that you know are here, or do you focus mainly on clients and people? Is it mainly a money thing, or are you just like bugging everybody with your performance as you doing it?
I think so, like, you know, in the beginning part of the song, like before Fairy Godmother says hit it and you see her weird creepy teeth.
Yeah.
Yeah, like it's very slow and like, so that part is very much like drawn out and like sensual on the stage. And then when it like kind of kicks up a little bit, he kind of like starts like skipping around the building and like he will stop like with his friends for a second and kind of mess with them a little bit, maybe like flop someone's hair like or something. Eh, um and then, but otherwise it's like it's a very even spread.
Okay. So as
Very visual image in my brain of like Temerity doing this like very specific kind of like Broadway run when they're like it's almost like they're on their tiptoes and they're trying to like look cute and sexy
Yeah.
like while running around the room. And that's the visual that I got in my head just now.
nice. So as
Well, he's like
Oh,
running
and
around
there is
harassing
stripping.
people. Oh god. Okay.
The whole time there's also stripping.
nice. So as you are before you begin, and then as your performance slowly simmers upwards, eventually Asunar, like Scarlet and Bree, who are like hanging off of you as a joke, like see that Temerity is about to go and is like, oh, we need to sit, and then like pull you off, and try to make you sit as well. Bree just takes a seat right on Connie's lap, assuming that's fine.
She just drapes her arm around her like this is every day. Like
Yep.
this is normal.
So you guys get to sit and relax and enjoy the show, and like at the points where like there's that slow like 1 second silence, you hear Bree and Scarlet just like woo, like just like to make that noise to get that cheer up, and also when Temerity comes by, they tease back. Of course, not to interrupt the performance, but like just to nudge you on. But yeah, you guys get to enjoy the performance as Temerity continues doing the show. Through when you guys take a long rest, after your next long rest, you guys also, all three of you will get a D6 of inspiration that you can use for Temerity's performance.
Oh, thank you.
All right, I'm gonna.
My favorite part of the performance in my head is like at the end, he's at like the end. You can still hear me. Okay. I thought I hardware muted myself on accident. At the end of the stage where the pole is sticking up out, he does like this thing where he like grabs the pole on the side and like flips himself over, and his hair is down at this point too, so it's like longer, down to like the high mid back, and he like flexes and pulls himself over, his legs like go over his head behind him, and then so he ends up with his feet on the ground and he's like bent over, and then he like flips his hair back, and it's like very
So Vogue.
very, very much.
Nice.
Audacity,
Also, roll me a performance check with advantage. Let's see how you do.
Oh, yippee. Okay,
I'm giving advantage because I assume this is a normal routine for you. So.
thank you. Performance?
Yes.
Math is hard. 21.
Hell yeah. Yeah. It's a good show, guys. I don't know the full preferences of Asunar and Kanitae, but It's enjoyable. It's a good time. Temerity puts on a great performance. Bree's loving it too. Scarlet, like everyone in the crowd who's there to enjoy it. The Bree and Scarlet throw copper at you just to make fun of you, Temerity, at the end. But they're throwing the tips to hopefully get other people to throw
It
the
bounces
tips.
off my booty, my juicy booty.
Fires back, hits someone in the eye.
It's a projectile. There's a lawsuit, but we have lawyers for that.
Asunar and Kanitae, what are you guys doing either during the performance or like right before? Any other particular things you want to do or explore while you're in the cabaret club?
Drinking and enjoying the show. Just like, this is not the first time that she's seen Temerity perform, and from a like fellow performer's perspective, like he's killing it. So she's like, yeah, get it, you know.
Go off.
Yeah, pretty much. Like, you know, Temerity and Kanitae aren't exactly besties, but she respects him from a performance perspective.
Asunar, anything in particular?
I'm giving coin.
Toss a coin to your
Literally,
Warlock.
no. Toss a coin to your stripper. It fits.
There you go. Yeah, yeah.
I love that.
Gotta put like a
coin to your
trap beat
stripper.
under it though if you're gonna sing that.
I like just up a pouch of 20 gold on the stage, just being like, "Go off, bestie, go off."
Oh my god, no, you don't have to toss it. Temerity is going to clock that you have that shit and like, you know, go over. And then like, I feel like it would be, because like, I don't know you. Like, I know Connie, but I don't know you. So I think especially because we met and hung out today, it'd be even more fun. Temerity would like straddle you and like insist that you tuck that in his like nether coverings.
Please tell me that there are tassel pasties.
Oh,
Please, I need to know.
Where?
Inquiring minds need to know.
where?
Where they're supposed to go? Where else would they go?
There's a lot of
Knops.
places.
Oh my god!
Nip knops.
You never seen them on someone's butt cheeks? It looks really
No.
funny.
That's hysterical. I've yet to witness that. Actually.
Google it.
Temerity,
thank you.
roll me a d12, d10, and d8.
Oh man.
Ooh, okay. D10, D12, and D8.
Tell me what you get for what.
All right. I got a 10 on the 12, a 10 on the 10, and a 3 on the 8.
All right. You get 3 platinum, 10 gold, 10 silver. Your show, you had some high rollers tonight who decided to spend some platinum, which ain't bad. Plus, including Asunar's gift, shall we say.
How much was that, too?
Gold.
20 gold, I think.
20 gold. Damn, okay, girl.
So you made at least 50 gold tonight, so, like,
Thank you.
solid.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah. Thanks, guys.
All right, so
That's awesome.
you make some bank. The rest of you guys enjoy a good time. Bree's cuddling up to you. Scarlet doesn't know what to read with you, Asunar, so treating it like a best friend, going it at it with it. Doesn't know how to read whatever you're looking for at the moment, so is just enjoying the show. But since Bree is on Kanitae's, Scarlet's kind of just enjoying the show with you. Over to Ethel.
Yes.
I need to drink water.
Yes, you.
As you are,
Everybody in the audience, hydrate.
yeah, or dihydrate.
Let's do it together.
It's an option. You can do one or the other.
That should probably also, since we're all doing it.
There we go. Good.
So as you,
I've been drinking liquids the whole time.
hell yeah, proud of you.
Liquid. No, I didn't mean it like that. I didn't mean it like that. I meant like.
It was just funny that you just like said
Jeez.
liquids.
We're gonna get banned from Twitch, guys.
I didn't mean it like that.
It's fine. We're good. We're
Just
fine.
because every other time I meant it like that doesn't mean.
Anyways, Ethel, as you and Walter are walking home, it's a cool, crisp evening because again they are like artificially making it a little cooler in here so you can enjoy the winter without being on the ground. So little bits of snow are falling as you guys are heading back home. And on the orb, which eventually I'll put a name to this orb so people will know what I'm talking about. Currently, we'll just call it the Newscaster Orb, because you watch as the crystal along the outside of it begins to illuminate with part of the face is Aster. So you're seeing Aster sitting there. It's very like interview cut style where it's like waist up. And then on the other side of Aster, you are also seeing... Where is my name list? Where everybody else is. Give me those names. You see...
While Vinny's looking for that, I'm just gonna post a link in the Twitch chat of the GIF that I was gonna use for the notes. If Temerity bombed his performance.
You see Lonnie, who is a star goblin, who's known as a reporter and investigator. Apparently, is doing an interview with Aster about today's events. So you're listening to Lonnie as they go on explaining. So, Aster, I heard you were bravely in the middle of a you were in the middle of a performance before you bravely left to your coworker's side to try to save their life. Is this true? And Aster says, no, I will not claim credit for something that I cannot do. I am not a healer in the magical sense. In the soul, in the heart, yes, but not. I do not have healing hands. A healing heart, yes. But it was disastrous. It was a disastrous night. Our whole dusk was ruined. It's going to be ruined for a while. I'm hoping Pandy is doing good, but we haven't heard a word from it yet. But we have covered all expenses. She's going to be completely covered and taken care of at the hospital. But there is a roguish figure that tried to harm me and my own, and it was terrifying. A creature made of shadow of darkness, trying to come and take over the stage and try to kill all of us. There were some brave folk there that my bouncers and the bodyguards and I think a few folks from the audience who attempted to try and keep the situation from being out of control. But I mean, thank God for all those individuals. Hopefully Panty can be saved. Bless the light. And it just makes you think, and there's just like a long pause from Lonnie, like waiting to see if there's more to that sentence. And they're like, right, well, thank you for telling us about your day. Is there any additional information you could give about the assailant or the situation? And I was just like, oh, it was just mortifying. It just starts like going on about it in a very long tangenty fashion that doesn't actually give any additional detail. So you and Walter have to like watch and kind of listen to that as you guys are heading back home for like a short part of the evening. Eventually, Lonnie, the camera pans to specifically Lonnie as Aster continues to try to talk in the background, and Lonnie is just like, it's fine. Just give me a moment. Hi, folks. These are the details that we have of right now. It's a creature made of shadow, something like that, I guess. It attacked with a blade and a hammer and apparently likes to knock off people's heads, says quite a few witnesses. We have gotten details from the Heaven's View collectives that have been passed over to us, and you see the sketch that was done by, I believe, Temerity. Temerity, you see your sketch gets like minor illusioned onto the screen to the side.
Ow!
How indeed. And you also hear reverb in the background, playing people's voices, giving descriptive details. So you guys hear a bit of like your voices and stuff, giving small details of the evening. It's like this is the information we have right now. This is the best that we have. Please stay inside where it's safe. Don't go to the underground. Don't go to the overtop. Stay at home for at least the rest of the night so we can all play it safe, and then hopefully in the near future this assailant can be caught, tried, and there's gonna be... Yes, Aster, yes, in a moment. That's all, folks. Please just stay safe. and it goes dark and just starts playing the Aurora Borealis colors one more time. The image of that creature, the one that Temerity drew, is still on screen for a few moments longer, with kind of like a warning red around it, as in like be on the lookout for this individual. Walter says, "Well, that was a really shitty newscast. Anyways, how are you dealing?" Seeing your face.
I don't. she kind of she's like, I don't understand how they think that was an appropriate thing to air. With it's fine. It was for the most part fine. I just don't. How does one man not see beyond his own self that frivolously? I know it happens quite consistently, Walter. We've discussed this many times. It just baffles me.
I was like, do you want to philosophically debate this, or do you just want to have a tantrum about this one individual?
No, I'm just having a tantrum about this one individual.
That's fine. We can do that. That's fine. It just taps your hand as you guys continue walking back home. No, that was extremely out of the ordinary. I did not expect once we came up here to us to be running into more situations like this. Maybe second home Earthside, so when things like this happen, we can just leave. Do we want to be those people? Do we not want to be those people? Is being those people weird?
I don't think it's weird at all. I don't know if I would be able to with my current duties. I'd have to come back regularly anyway. But it's not a terrible thing to consider.
It's just an idea. You acted bravely tonight, my Moonlight. It was great watching. Well, not great. Great is not the right word I want to use for the situation. Your workmanship was impeccable. It was unfortunate that it was needed in that moment.
Thank you, my love.
I wish I had more to say. The whole evening has my head all turned around.
I hope you pay some cleric handsomely.
I hope so too.
To bring Pandora back. I don't think it's just rather tragic for someone who is completely innocent, as far as I can tell, to go in such a brutal manner.
Agreed. Right. Also, she probably wasn't the perfect person, but who attacks a backup dance? Like, I mean, of all people to aim for on that stage.
Yes, of course, exactly. It's not like Pandora was the one who somebody would put a bounty on.
No, although bounties, I mean, I know we don't go to the underground often unless I get to go out for some interesting dancing, but like at some point we might want to check in and see if there actually is. I'm sure I could find some people down there that could have some details.
That's a bad idea.
It was good seeing your friend tonight, though. That Kanitae seemed to be having an interesting night, and that rather large lady seemed to know how to put on a good performance. It was interesting hearing her ideas of what gladiatorial battles and like showmanship should be from a fighter's standpoint.
Yes, she seemed quite neat, didn't she? Yes.
I am coming when you have drinks, right? Or is this like a girls only? Am I not allowed for this one? You can tell me. It's okay.
I presume. I don't think we'd said. I don't think we ever exclusively said it was girls only, and I also. I think Asunar is coming as well. I don't see any reason why you couldn't.
Great. I had a fun conversation with her.
It's been a minute since Kanitae has seen you as well.
Yes. I have some new tricks to show, of course, and I'm sure she has new revitalizing lyrics to throw my way.
I'm sure she does, knowing her.
That third person that was with them seemed to be from the Jewel Chalice, though?
Yes, I don't know if I actually ever caught her name. I'm not certain. I cannot remember if we were ever formally introduced, but he seems his name. I think I said her name there. I'm sorry. His name. He seems interesting, and I'd like to get to know him better as well. I think we have made some interesting new friends tonight, Walter.
It's a fully interesting night, so new friends is a welcome change compared to the rest that went on. Out of curiosity, this is Vinny. You guys eventually get back to your place. Now, individual homes don't really exist here. There's some for a few, but it's mainly like, condo apartment complexes stacked high. What's your place like?
Oh gosh. So it's I have to figure out how to translate the picture in my head to words. So, it is one of those little apartments. It's got a decked out kitchen because Ethel really does care about her food that she cooks. And the kitchen, to save space, there's a chandelier type thing up in the roof of the kitchen that she hangs pots and pans from. And so then the cupboards have other other utensils. This is a real thing, by the way. That exists in my actual house.
Seen
So
those.
it's-
Those are
Those
so
are
cool.
at some point, maybe I will like take a picture and show you guys. But like,
So
so
space
there's
effective.
pots and pans hanging from there, as well as any ladles or utensils that have like hooks at the end that are easy to hang places. And then in the cupboards are then reserved for glassware. For the drawers so her kitchen is lovely decked out. The furniture itself is very finely crafted, but it's not like complicated. They just have a couch and a little coffee table and a couple of chairs. And then the decor is very in keeping with Ethel's style, with some extra flashes of what clearly comes from Wishfall. So there's like the like 50s decor that you would expect. There's like a little cross stitch on the wall. There's lovely reading lamps, and then there's like artwork that definitely came from some of the artists of Wishfall. Of I don't know, Vinny, what that artwork would entail, but
Depending
something.
on who you talk to, I mean, there are people who work with metal, obviously. Around here, there is a very rare art form called lumi tracing, which is photography, because photography is not invented. So there is a lumi tracer who does do photographs the very old-fashioned, like sit still for like literally 2 minutes, and then we'll have a photo. So there's artwork like that. It's very expensive. So like if you had like you would maybe have one Lumi trace, but like probably not a full wall unless you're like an avid collector for some reason.
They have one Looney Trace, and then maybe some of the metalworking artwork just hanging on the walls.
Nice. Are you guys coming home? I don't know what the nightly routine is. I'm sure you guys have a little bit of one because you like develop those routines after like 2 months with people, where it's just like, yes, this is literally how we go to bed. Do you have any nightly activities that you're doing before going to sleep? Are you like, do you bake something right before going to bed to de-stress, or is that adding stress, or like, what's Ethel's nightly routine?
Ooh, we're not baking anything tonight because we made the pie for the contest earlier, and I think we're settled on that, despite not bringing any of the pie home.
That's fair.
Probably didn't need to anyway. It's fine. But she is gonna pray. She prays night and morning, so she's gonna pray before they go to bed, and then anything that she might do with Walter, I don't know, normal traditional nightly routine things.
Okay. He used to, when you guys were on the road, and then like a little bit when he was here, he used to do nightly exercises and even use his weapons. Like just like once he got especially the tattoos, he would practice summoning them out and a few fighting stances. He now he stopped doing that, but you watch tonight after what happens, you watch him go back to being like, I think we're gonna do a few more push-ups tonight, and you watch him like just go through like some nightly exercises just in case he begins summoning the weapons, and you watch the shield and sword just like in like the living room where there's just a little more space. He like almost hits like one of the sofas. He's like, sorry. Mending spell might be a useful one now that we've had 2 situations where that could have been very useful for today, and like continues to go along, just practicing some swordmanship.
I would like to put. I'm trying to find it on my list. I would like to put a glyph of warding on the door because of the events of today.
That's fair.
I feel like that would be smart.
Sure. Is there a specific one? I don't remember if Glyph of Warding is the one with like all the options or.
Glyph of warding has a few options. It is Oh, it's not telling me here all of the things that you can do with Glyph of Warding,
I can pull it up.
but
Give me a sec.
it's
Glyph of Warding.
it just exists until triggered, though.
Explosive rune, or you can put a spell into it.
Oh, I just want to make it an alarm
Oh, okay.
on our door,
Cool.
should someone try to open it.
I'll allow that. I
That
think
is
you
not...
could still get the mental ping if that happens.
Yeah, that is not me or Walter. I would like to... If one of us opens the door, I'm not concerned, but if anybody else does,
Yeah.
I would like to... If I can make it that specific, that would be great.
I'll
If
allow
I
it.
can't, that's fine.
Yeah, it's basically the alarm spell.
Is that your front door?
Just... Yeah, at our front door.
Roll me a religion check for your evening prayers.
Woo! Well, that's an adventure. Please hold as my dice rolled all the way across my room.
All right. As that's going on, Temerity, pick a familiar or any like small beast that a D&D person would have as a pet.
Oh, a pseudo dragon.
Cool. Nova, pick me pronouns.
Vinny, did your gender get stolen again?
I left it outside too long. Someone just took it away. It's just...
My
Also-
pronouns are yes and queen. Thank you.
Just with the whole like pick me girl, pick me guy stuff, like pick me pronouns is just an
That's
additional
that's what I
extension.
thought too when he said that.
I was thrown off a little bit.
It's fine.
I identify as an inconvenience. My pronouns are oop and sorry.
Accurate.
That's me.
Either way, pick me some pronouns.
He, him.
Thank you. What did you end up rolling, Ethel?
17.
17. Solid.
Well, you said religion check, right? That's with the religion proficiency
Yeah.
stuff. If you,
yeah,
okay.
it was a religion check.
Making sure.
Cool. Excellent. I lost mine was because of that whole conversation about stupid pronouns. Right. So 17
That's
religion
on you.
check. It is on me. Thanks. Thanks, bestie.
Love you.
Thanks, bestie.
Yeah. So you send out your prayer. It does not seem. Do you normally feel like who is crinkling stuff next to mics? This is
I got it. Don't worry.
This is how I murder people. Have you normally felt a tug from Selune, or is that a rare experience for you?
I think that I don't know if it's normally like a tug or if it's just a feeling of knowing that she's being watched over. It's just Selene is about eyes and watching and the ever presence of the moon and like.
Mhm.
So I don't know if it's like she's felt a tug, but she does kind of have the ever going ping in the back of her mind of like, yes, she's watching.
That's fair. Mel, pick me a weapon. A D&D weapon.
Ooh.
Not a Glock or something.
A Glock.
I mean, we do have a necromancer with a gun in another
Wait,
campaign.
yeah, that's true. Let's go with a javelin.
Cool.
Ooh, I like it.
Alright, so you and Walter end up going to sleep for the eve. And your alarm doesn't go off during the night. So, as far as you know, when you wake up in the morning, your house doesn't get broken into.
Brilliant.
We love that, right? During the evening, though, during your sleep, it is pretty peaceful. Especially up this high. Now that you're sleeping during the nighttime, which doesn't always happen. Sometimes you have to sleep during the day. You can like feel the presence of the moon on you. As that happens, you find yourself waking up in still a very warm room. But instead, you look around and you see like a sofa, some type of like fur rug, a fireplace. You just find yourself in like a wooden cabin of some sort, looking around, and like you look at your hands and it looks semi-transparent, and you're seeing like small ghosts is still too corporeal for what you're seeing. You are seeing the barest phantoms of humanoid shapes, and you're hearing whispers coming from them from around you.
Okay.
What do you do?
This definitely isn't my house.
No.
And is Walter here?
No, you woke up standing in your clothes from yesterday,
Brilliant.
and like you're half ethereal. There is you did not like sleepwalk somewhere. Your things are funky.
Okay. Question.
Sure.
Is this the first time I've had an experience like this?
Yep.
Cool. Let's see. Are the phantoms phantoms of humanoids? Slivers of existence. Do they look like they're going somewhere?
Roll me an insight check.
Oh, that was not great. 13.
13. Some of them just seem to be standing like perpendicular to each other. And like you can hear like the faintest of whispers coming from some of those. You hear a stronger one coming from like not too far away, but there's no threatening movements. They don't, like, from what you can tell, they're not facing you. They're just like facing each other.
Okay. And is there another like? Is there a doorway here? I'm sorry, I thought I was paying attention, but
You're fine.
now I have to remember things.
In this specific room, this like living room fireplace area, you see like one door behind you.
Okay. I'm gonna go to the door and see if it opens. Try to go through it.
Okay. It's just an open doorway. There's no actual door there.
Oh, great.
In the doorway, you see like there's a long hallway to the left that has like many a phantom. Like the whole hallway is crowded. Looking straight forward, you can see like a kitchen area. There seems to be like a table set up. You see a bookshelf to your right into the room that has like something on it, like trinkets or something. And that's where you're hearing the call from. But there is like a whole other hallway that you can go down as well.
I'm hearing the call from the bookshelf specifically, or the kitchen area.
The kitchen area / bookshelf.
Cool. That's where I'm going.
Cool.
was already what was I was intrigued by anyway. So like it's just convenient that it's also what I feel like I'm hearing things from.
Nice. You get in there, and you're seeing again more of these phantoms. There's like some that are like sitting in the chairs at the table, having a conversation. It seems, but you're not hearing that as so much. Every once in a while, you hear what almost sounds like a bit of a shout from behind down the hallway, but the voice in here is extremely strong. And you can see little symbols on the bookshelf, which are icons and tokens of different patrons, deities, uh, powerful forms. You see the symbol of Torm, symbol of Lathander, symbol of Bane, which is just like a skull. You see symbol for Asmodeus. There's a whole variety of different symbols here.
I have a question for you, Vinny. This
Mhm.
is sort of relevant. The holy symbol that Ethel carries around
Mhm.
is not technically, according to actual proper D&D lore,
Mhm.
Selune's holy symbol.
Yeah.
Because the holy symbol Ethel has is a moon with stars in the middle of it, because she's the moon goddess. The proper symbol is the symbol of eyes.
Mhm.
In this world, because I made that character choice, is the general symbol for Selune the eyes, and I just have a special one, or is the general symbol for Selune the moon?
Do you have specifically any backstory reason that you would like it to be that yours is individually unique?
I don't care, which is part of why I'm asking.
Then both would be accepted, because most likely symbols change over time, especially in a world where deities like fucking exist, like on the plane sometimes, hang out sometimes.
Uh-huh.
Symbols change, so
That's fair. I'm gonna look for that then. First for Ethel specifically
sure.
on the bookshelf. I would like to know if they both exist, but I'm gonna look for Ethel specifically.
You find what appears to be a cracked symbol that is half and half.
Oh, cool. I like that. All right. I'm going to touch it.
Okay. You see that
'Cause
like
that's what you do. You see the symbol of your goddess just
yeah.
sitting on a bookshelf.
You just poke it. No big
You
deal.
and it does like it glows brighter. It like it's sharper. Like everything has like a glossy feel almost to it. It is sharper to you when you look at it. So when you do touch it, you feel like a hand like on your free hand, like down low, grab and like turn you around. What are you doing? And you see a short long silvered haired dwarf druid that has a javelin on their back and a little pseudo dragon on their shoulder. And their eyes are like stark silver.
Hello.
What are you doing here? And then you watch as he looks behind you and says, "Nope, not her. She." And you get pushed into the bookcase, and you wake up.
Into the bookcase?
Into the book, like push, like as if someone pushes you, like if someone, like if you were in a fight and someone pushed you into something by accident, not like you fused with it.
Right.
You watch as he like pushes you to the bookcase, and as you like hit the bookcase, roll me a perception check.
For a second, I thought this was Selune. I was about to be like, Ethel's shit is about to get rocked because her goddess is this grumpy druid man.
Would you be able to? Oh, sorry.
What's up, Temerity?
Oh, I just want to know if you could spell Ethel's god's name for me really quick?
Selune is Selune, I believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay, all right, yeah.
Selune, also.
Yeah.
We've been pronouncing it weird. We don't know the correct pronunciation. I think we looked it up and we weren't sure.
There's a wiki, and it has like 2 or 3 different options. So I've been saying Selune.
I think
But also,
Selune
Ethel
works.
has kind of a weird accent, so people can pronounce it however they want.
Hell yeah.
There you go. Just to
Well, if
explain
you-
to chat, the reason I keep asking for spelling is I have a note-taking problem.
Also,
Hi,
if
I'm
you
Rachel,
say-
and I'm addicted to taking notes.
Nice.
If you say saloon, like it comes up with like Western saloon.
Yep.
You
Alright,
know,
well,
with,
let's
like, the
go to
double
the
O.
saloon.
Yeah, that. So Selune, I think, works.
What did you roll for your perception check?
21.
21. As you... God, water.
Right? That's 13 plus
Every-
8.
Yes.
Yeah.
As you get pushed, you see for a brief moment on this person, on his like visage, you see symbols of eyes and stars going down their outfit, and the look in their eyes as they look at you, you can almost see crescent moon shapes in their irises. But as they turn their head towards whoever they were talking to beyond, you see for a brief moment a fully black cloaked individual. And again, it's fuzzy. It's very fuzzy. And then you see what is either a very like pale face or a mask that it is talking to.
Okay, I have like 2 running theories for what this might be.
Nice.
Same.
So many good questions.
And from this, you wake up. Before we hop into anything else for you for the day, we are getting closer to 11. I don't know how much later people can go, but I would like to check in with the other 3 and say, for the rest of your evenings, Temerity, we can save your extra work for next session, depending. But what else do people want to do for the rest of their evening?
Just chill the fuck out because the day was wild.
That's fair.
I'm just getting drunk.
Pretty much that.
Okay. Are you guys like grabbing room? I'm sure there are rooms here you can grab to just stay here instead of
Probably
like...
for the night, yeah, instead of stumbling home. Doesn't seem like the best idea.
It's up to y'all.
I do want to like circle back before I go to the Sapphire room and like let them know, like, hey guys, sorry I said I'd come hang out, but I gotta help one of my coworkers. They're really having a hard time with one of our clients. So they know where I am in case I die.
Kind of like it's like a little bit tipsy, and she just goes, you want Una to fight them? Are they giving you trouble, or like, cause she's buff, she could take anybody. Like Una's fucking incredible. Una's amazing.
Believe me, I got a very good look while I was doing my performance. She is quite muscular.
Standing right behind Kanitae, just flexing as she's talking, just
Just kind of turns around at one point, like, yeah, that's my girl.
We love a drunken himbo.
But yeah, if he's a real piece of shit, just ask. Una could take him. She could take anybody. She's amazing. She's the Amazonian Asunar. She's incredible. Takes another swig of her drink.
That doesn't look like a swig, damn.
Yeah, the others are also having a good time. Like people are just obsessing over like people are strong and lithe and very talented here, but like the strength that Asunar has is a little unique. So people are just like hanging off the arms and are just having a good time with stuff like that with Asunar. It's just in good fun.
she's totally on stage at one point just doing one-handed push-ups with people just sitting on her back, just being like, yeah.
Sabin, when that happens, Sabinet kind of like gives like Bree and Kanitae a look of like.
I feel like at one point, if Asunar's doing push-ups on stage with people on her back, they feel like they have a routine for like when they're partying, where Kanitae just stands on Asunar's back as she does push-ups, and she's like playing and singing a song like some like
yes!
tavern ass shit.
At one point, you see
Absolutely.
as you guys are doing that the moment gets interrupted, but it's made funny to other people as you guys are kind of bringing it from like the cabaret quality down to like tavern level.
Just for like 2 minutes.
Yeah, as you do that, you watch like Sabinet like does a hand wave and sends a message off somewhere, and eventually at some point you guys from up above feel yourself getting covered in purple powder, colored powder.
I'm here for it.
And like you look up and you see one of these two little actually for both of you guys it'd be both of them. You see a pair of Devati twin elves who seem to work here or at least know their way around really, really well, as they like both took like small buckets and just like dumped this powder on you, look over, grin, and then just run away.
Laughing and just like shake my head around just to like spread the powder.
Fuck yeah, how did you know this was my favorite color?
And then I'll hop off of Asinar's back and just go back to sitting down.
You watch
Get powder everywhere.
you watch before you sit down, Bree and Scarlet both no, bathroom. You two clean up. You're not.
Oh,
no.
come on.
No. Do you want to share a bed tonight?
I mean,
clean.
Fine.
Alright, so you two go off to the bathroom to fucking clean your shit off, which technically isn't even your own fault, but it happened anyways.
That's not.
What they say, I wash your back, you wash mine.
That's a thing for sure. Temerity. After talking to your friends, making sure they're doing all right, and they give you, yeah, you do you, boo, conversation, basically. What do you, are you going straight to the Sapphire Room, or are you going somewhere else?
Does that mean that we're gonna keep going?
If people are okay to keep going for a little bit, it's up to people. If people want to go to sleep, that's also okay. I have two potential more scenes, one with Temerity, one with Kanitae and Asunar, but we can also, I can save Temerity, I can save your thing for next time and just do Kanitae and Asunar real quick.
I kind of want to think about mine.
Sure.
If that's okay.
You think about it, wait till next time. So, you two, as you are cleaning yourself off, getting all of this crap off of you in one of like the nicer bathrooms, because they let you into the nicer rooms because they know you're gonna like one, spend money, and two, you guys aren't the worst despite your really terrible stage performance. Seriously, guys, like cabaret, and you guys just taverned it.
Performance check, first of all.
Way to
How
go.
did you know it was terrible? It was just tacky. There's a difference.
First, roll me a Constitution check, saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Okay, it's Constitution save?
Yep.
Alright. 17.
17. All right, you're not drunk. Go ahead and roll a
No, we're
performance
just
check.
having a good time. Performance? 17 plus 5. 22.
All right, pretty decent, but still not cabaret.
No, it's like I said, it's tacky, but it's not necessarily bad.
Bad means different things to different people. But anyways, yeah. Again, as you guys go and get yourself cleaned up, Asunar, as you're like scrubbing crap off your face, you feel a hand grab you on the shoulder, and you turn around from cleaning up, and you see a brown-skinned centaur that you know as the Stampede, saying, Asunar, I found you. I need your help. I don't know what happened to... And, like, you watch as they mouth some words, but you don't know what they're saying because the words aren't coming out.
Is
I didn't hear what you said. You cut off.
Is Kanitae's present in the room? Like, they're cleaning up in the same bathroom and then this
Sure.
dude is just there?
Yep.
Kanitae just kind of like looks at, like, kind of turns, looks at Asunar, looks at the centaur, looks at Asunar, looks at centaur. What the fuck did you just say?
And Asunar, any specific reactions?
My brain just short-circuited. I am so sorry.
That's fine.
I disassociate at the worst times too.
But Kanitae, as you repeat, it's like, do you two know each other? And you look at this
Yeah, we're
person.
friends.
They look weak. They're stumbling. They look sick. They do not look well.
Hey.
I keep them steady. I help them like sit down like horses do. Just they sort of loaf a little bit.
I
don't know.
As you try to do that, like, no, Asunar, it's the other half of the stampede. My other half. And they say a name again, and like the word that like you can't even hear the word that they're saying or make sense of the word, and they're like, it's dead. They killed him. And that's where we're gonna end it for tonight.
Fuck you!
What a way to end.
Okay. What?
I'm concerned.
I knew this was coming. As soon as you're just like, oh yeah, you fought this thing before. I'm like, fuck, they're here.
All right. Well.
Yeah, that was the thing. That was the time.
I'm sorry. Vinny,
Mhm.
as a general, like, world history check thing, as a player, I would like to know.
Which thing?
When one half of a Tavati dies, is it like lore that they can't say the name anymore?
No, that's not part of the lore.
Just pulling a tab.
Share with you later, Corinne, because this came up in a different situation as well that I distinctly remember. And
oh, I'm just getting Taz Balance static vibes.
Okay.
Hey.
Anyways.
Well, gee, thanks for the cliffhanger, Vincent.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
I figured that'd be a good place to end it. Anyways, thanks everybody who showed up tonight. We might talk for a few minutes after, so we're gonna pop off of stream for a few. Thank you for coming. Check out all of these people's socials and their stuffs. Again, thank you to Kabuki Kid for the great artwork, who I'll shout out one more time. And then Stream Spells for the awesome backgrounds that you're about to see, and slowly more as I improve on this shit heap that is the stuff that I do. We will be here next Sunday. I'm double checking schedule wise. We are here the next 3 Sundays. Does anyone have any issues over the next 3 Sundays?
Should be fine.
All right, so you're getting at least 3 more sessions out of us before we have KatsuCon, and very least I'm going to be very busy. I don't know about everybody else. But thank you all for coming. Stay safe out there. Have a good night.
Tune in on Friday for Gentlefolk.
Yes.
Gentlefolk 2. I don't remember what you called it, Vinny, but first episode of Gentlefolk 2. Yeah. And Vinny's been running some rewatches of Arc 1 of Gentlefolk, so if you want to follow along that, those will be happening.
If not, we're going to be
leading up.
We're going to pop up with a really good recap. Everyone's going to tell me what they've been doing. We're going to recap it so amazingly, and we won't take the whole session to do it this time. I promise.
See about that.
We'll see.
Depends on how long Corinne's list is. I'm calling you out right now.
It's not too bad.
It's going to be interesting. Either way, thank you again, guys. We will see you next week.